comic gun flipping around. Comic gun flipping around. I'm taking my time, I kick a cord. I tell you something. Oh no! I killed my friend.
Looking for manga and anime collectibles? We have manga, toy, anime collectibles, complete collections, and so much more at Ultimate Comics.
Welcome to Ultimate Comics. We're the biggest shop in North Carolina, which makes us your pop culture destination. We have everything from Funko Pops to sideshow collectibles, Hot Toys, graphic novels and manga, a whole room dedicated to back issues filled with keys, and a giant wall filled with new comics. So come on down and see all your friends at your friendly neighborhood Ultimate Comics.
Flipping around.
We have 3 shows a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on our Facebook page. We have key issues, sets, new books, hot variants, and I mean, we do special events all the time. We just had Tankers #1 signed by Rob Venditti available on the show, and we're actually getting those shipped out right now. We're a little bit behind schedule. How are you coming along with that, Rob? We gotta get these out.
I'm going as fast as I can. He's doing covers now? What the fuck? I love it.
Hey kids, want to hear about the best comic book show on YouTube? It's What to Pick Up This Week! Starring Harrison and Sienna from Ultimate Comics. Find out what books to grab each week, from the best stories to the hottest covers, and never be alone again!
What the first appearance this week? You were like,
black suit.
yeah. What? So what's coming out this week? Marvel Comics.
Marvel Comics.
Big new
Let's
release.
start. Yeah.
And they're also doing really cool 1 in 50 symbiote blanks.
Flipping through it, and the art looks phenomenal.
Everyone's gonna be after this. I'm sure it's gonna be double, triple ratio.
So nice.
Yeah, that's him writing it. He had the obviously really long running Flash Rebirth series. James Herron does the Ultra Mega cover, and Tilly Walden and Charlie Adler both do Walking Dead covers.
It captures everything that I love about Superman, like that wish fulfillment, that hopefulness. It's fantastic.
You want photos or you want to kill him?
I want a shot. Some people want that.
Little Francis Yu does a 1 in 25, and Pepe Larraz does that little sweet 1 in 50. So a lot of really.
You have options. Number 1.
Both covers.
Well, it's gonna have a lower.
1 in 25
It's
insanely.
gonna have a lower print run.
To do a really beautiful 1 in 25.
No one's gonna want that.
No, J. Scott Campbell.
J. Scott Campbell. Chewie is just like chucking Dingo.
A good horror book,
Yeah.
which this is horror as well, and has to do with the legend of the Bunny Mask.
You get a gorgeous Peach Momoko aforementioned Scarlet Witch cover. Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. It is the Moon Knight exclusive by Joe Gisco.
Hey, please let us host the Eisners next year.
Rick and Morty comics. Like Die, like you.
1 in 50. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's a good. Now that's a look.
Now that's a
With
look.
the ears.
That's a look. All right.
Alright. Like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you next week.
Just got
Mamo? Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo. Mamo.
I wear my sunglasses anytime
Boy. Oh boy.
oh boy.
Give him out the Mindbreaker!
Berserker, Boomer Studios.
Mr. Hybrid, I smell your hybrid. Mr. Hybrid, wandering down the avenue. Swinging a cane, feeling no pain. Mr. Hybrid, I smell you.
And I look right to tomorrow. I look it in his one good eye. And I say, I'm Kid Country. Yeah!
Live. Hey y'all, welcome to the Thursday Night Live show. It's me, Zach, once again for the, well, not the last time, but the last time of seeing me, Tuesday and Thursday straight. Next Tuesday you're gonna have Alan hosting, which is gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know if I was supposed to announce that yet. Alan might be mad at me for announcing that, but Alan is gonna be hosting the show next Tuesday. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. I know I'm gonna be watching, so keep an eye for me in chat for that one.
I love how I get all of my live show news from you.
For me, yeah.
It seems like you're the live show manager, but Zach will give you all of
the updates. But let's get our actual proper introduction to the show done. If it's your first time watching the live show, make sure you fill out our claim form in the pinned comment or in the description for the show. That just lets us know where we're sending your books to and how you're going to pay for them. 2 vital pieces of information for the show. As far as shipping goes, it is $8 flat rate across the continental U.S., or if you live locally here in the Triangle area or by Fayetteville, North Carolina, you can do local pickup at one of our physical locations for absolutely free instead of paying that shipping rate. And then as far as claims go on the show, make sure if you're claiming a book, you put both the letter placement and like a description for the book. So if there's a Batman on D, put D Batman or Batman D. One of the two, just so we know specifically what you're trying to grab. And then as far as multiple claims go, we do run the show both on Facebook and on YouTube. So there's 2 separate chats. You don't get to see all of them, but we do. So trust us. If we say a claim came in first, it's probably either from the other chat or we just get everything, when it should be getting in over on our side. So just trust us on those claims. When we say someone came in first, they came in first. And that's it for getting us ready, I think.
Can you explain the percentages for layaway? We just got a question.
Yes. So for layaway, for those who don't know, we do offer layaway on our books. We don't take offers on the layaway. It's just going to be whatever the full price on the sticky note says. But if you want to do a layaway, you can do 10% down payment that is non-refundable. That basically sets up your layaway for you. And then over the course of 6 months, you pay 15%. Or if you want to pay more during a certain payment period, just let us know and we can work that out for you on the invoice. And then just so you know, for layaways, you can only have one at a time. So you can't, layaway a book on Tuesday, come to a show on Thursday and lay away another book. You got to finish off that first one first. I think that's it.
What I was just going to add, if you have a layaway currently and you want to put on something that just pops up tonight, just let us know. Claim it, say I'm paying off the remainder of my old layaway.
Yeah, if you want to do a new layaway and you still have one left, you can let us know and be like, hey, I'm going to pay off this one on this invoice, and we'll set that up for you so that the current one you have gets paid off, and then the 10% gets put down on the new one, and then that way, you finish off your previous one and get started out your new one pretty much simultaneously. But now that we've covered all that, I think we have officially gotten through everything we need to get through to start the show, so I'm going to start putting some books up for y'all. First book of the night is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 22. This is in very fine condition for $12. This one's kind of crazy. I love this cover. It is like Donatello enveloped in some like yellow goo or something like that that's just trapping him and just like sucking him down. But that is going to go up here on A.
What's the name of the show tonight? What special are we having?
Oh, this is the...
The first book is Turtles.
Yeah. Well,
it's unimportant, it made me laugh.
No, sometimes we go with the theme. Sometimes we start off on a wacky note like this one, but...
Zach's a wild card.
I'm a wild card. I'm a bit of a wild card. That's what everyone says about me. But hey, if I gotta make Daniel happy, I'll make Daniel happy. Next book is gonna be Marvel Feature number 9, featuring the astonishing Ant-Man. It's in good condition for $6. I will let you know some of the condition stuff. The cover is detached at the bottom staple. The centerfold is completely detached. And there is some rust migration present on the inside pages. But On the good side, this is going to be your first appearance of Dr. Nemesis, and that is going to go up here on B with Ant-Man defending the Wasp from a giant cat.
I love that cover.
Oh yeah, it's great. But see, are you happy now? We got some Ant-Man up here for the Ant-Man special.
I'm now satisfied.
There we go. Now I can continue with some other books that aren't Ant-Man.
Hey, Gustavus, welcome.
Welcome.
David Fitz says, that crossover we didn't know we needed.
Hey, every crossover is something didn't know you needed until someone puts it right in front of you. Except for that short period of time where Marvel had Conan, Alien, and Predator recently. They really missed out on doing a crossover, all three of them. That would be the most metal thing of all time. But whatever. It's a bygone era now. Their Conan's gone, so... I guess we'll just have to settle for like an Alien versus Predator book in like a year or two, because we all know it's coming at some point. Either that or like a mini series where the Xenomorphs invade like the Marvel universe or something. They're gonna do something in a year or two with them.
Let's do an Alien versus the Brood.
Ooh, Alien versus Planet of the Apes, since they're putting out that new Planet of the Apes book. Anything's possible now. Except for the Conan one that I was talking about earlier. That one's not possible anymore. Anyhow, I gotta put a book up. This is Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, number 150. This is in very fine condition for $15. I was making a joke with Daniel about this one earlier. The cover here represents the average Brit versus the strongest American. He's just there and saying, is that all you got? But that is going to go up here on C, very fine condition for $15.
Patrick Cole says, "What's up, handsome hack?"
What's up, Patrick Cole? Sorry again about Tuesday. Sienna kept winning that little battle on my shoulder, but hey, maybe tonight you'll get a little lucky. Maybe, since Sienna's out on a lovely date tonight, maybe the little tiny Sienna on my shoulder will be out on a date too. Next up on D, I got Fantastic Four, number 56. This is in good plus condition for $15. Once again, I'm going to let you know the condition stuff first. I'll let you know there is some spine split on this, a pretty significant one. There is some tearing and creasing on the pages, and obviously, I think you can pretty much see that someone wrote their names on the cover in pen. But once again, that is in good plus condition still, $15. And this is also your second appearance of Claw, as well as, of course, it is a Kirby Lee Fantastic Four book.
What's on B?
On B, that is Marvel Feature number 9. That is going to have your first appearance of Dr. Nemesis. It is in good condition for $6. The condition stuff, just so you know, the cover is attached to the bottom staple. Centerfold is completely detached, and there's a little rust migration on the pages.
That Wartime Romance did not sell, Patrick.
It did not sell. So, I mean, if you want to shoot a message directly to the live show, they might be able to work something out with you now that the show's been over. Maybe work out with something with the real Sienna versus the Sienna on my shoulder. But, shoot us a message directly. We can try and get something worked out maybe.
Would you do C and D together for 20? It comes to 30.
Yeah, I'll do those together for 20.
Let's go into Brian Petty. Just as a reminder, make sure we're doing claims that we're saying what is on the letter as well as as well as the letter.
Yeah, for right now, I mean, obviously the board's only half full, or now even a quarter full, so it's not too important now, but once we get this board filled and we start getting moving, sometimes there'll be an instance where you're like, I want to get that book on C, and we just switched it out, so if you just write C, we're going to think it's the book that's currently out, not the one we just took down that you're actually trying to get.
What's on A?
On A, that is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 22 in very fine condition for $12 there on A. Going up on C, let's do... This is on C. It's going to be Amazing Spider-Man number 156. This is a very good defined condition. This is also going to be your first appearance of Mirage, and also the wedding issue for Betty Brant and Ned Leeds. Who I think are still married as of right now in the comics. I think so, because they just had, I think a few months ago, they had that Hobgoblin storyline in the current run.
Circling back to what we were talking about with the Alien Predator stuff, Paul's saying Aliens, Predator, and Conan would have been freaking awesome, and they're saying Christian was saying that it would have worked if Arnold's multiverse was involved.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I was talking to someone about it. They're like, I don't think the Xenomorphs would fit in. I would just see a Conan versus Predator, which is a valid point. But I feel like if you have all three, you might as well use all three, even though just Conan and Predator is technically like the better, easier matchup.
Yeah.
But once again, you have all three, use them all. Going on D real quick, this is going to be Avengers number 213. This is in very fine minus condition for $8. This is going to be the issue where Yellow Jacket gets court-martialed and kicked off the Avengers after beating the Wasp. I was going to try and soften that, but I really don't think it needs to be softened at this point. We all know Hank Pym is not the greatest person in the comic books. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. He got court-martialed for beating his wife, and I think also for kind of going crazy on some villains, but mostly his wife.
Greg wants to know if you do TMNT for 8. The one on A, you got it for 12.
Absolutely do that for 8.
George wants to know if you would do Avengers on D for 6. You have it at 8.
I will do that for 6. I actually have a second copy of that one as well. So I'll put up a new sticky. So if anyone else wants that Avengers 213 at $6, let us know in the chat.
What's up, Joe? Welcome.
Joe Mama.
Paul's asking, does the mini Sienna on your shoulder think Gambit's the best mutant? Wow, I cannot speak.
No, actually, surprisingly, the tiny Sienna on my shoulder loves Beast. It's really weird. But going on A to replace that TMNT, this is going to be Pacific Presents The Rocketeer #1. This is in very fine condition for $10. This is your first headlining issue for The Rocketeer, and of course is written by Dan Stevens with Steve Ditko doing art, I believe, on the inside of that one. But that is going to go there on A. On, I got the whole bottom row open right now. On E, on E, we're going to do Star Wars Boba Fett Overkill. This is a one-shot from Dark Horse Comics. It is in near mint condition for $20. I'll give you a nice little look at that Adam Hughes cover right there on the front. And I'll go ahead and put that on E for you. Once again, that is in near mint condition for $20 on E. On
George wants to know if you would do B and C together for 10. Comes to 14.
I'll do those together for 10.
And again, as a reminder, make sure even with offers that we're saying what's on the letters as well.
And I mean, it doesn't have to be like, you know, the specific issue number or anything. Like for these two, it could have literally been like the Ant-Man, even though it's like a Marvel feature or whatever. You could just say Ant-Man, we know exactly what you're talking about more specifically.
Yeah, just any sort of qualifier, identifier.
Yeah.
You know, just in case I have to go back and watch footage or anything.
Yeah.
It's happened more than once.
Don't make poor Daniel watch our show. He already has to watch it once live. But going on B to replace those books, the first one's going to be Moon Knight #21. This is a near mint minus condition for $6. Got this great Sudan cover there. I believe this is a storyline where Moon Knight takes up against Norman Osborn's version of the Thunderbolts right before like Secret Invasion and Dark Reign and stuff like that. That's going up here on B. On C, let's do Vertigo, Secret Files and Origins, Swamp Thing #1. This is a near mint minus condition for $8. Absolutely gorgeous swampy cover there. Going on C. On F, let's do... No, I don't have anything on F. On F, I'm going to do The Flash #165. This book is going to be in good condition for $12. I will let you know that the centerfold is detached to the bottom staple at this one, but this issue is also going to be your marriage issue for Barry Allen and Iris West. Or I guess after this issue, Iris West Allen. But hey, It's not until like the last page, so I can still say Iris West with that one.
Yeah.
Going on G, let's do Hellboy in Hell #1. This is in near mint condition for $20. Absolutely gorgeous Mignola cover there. Going here on G.
We previewed some slabs. So
Yeah, we do have some slabs
out.
coming up. We got a lot of preview books and some other good stuff coming up to celebrate, of course, Ant-Man coming out. I mean, technically there's some showings today, but it officially comes out tomorrow. So we're gonna have a bunch of stuff we got all over there coming up later tonight. So don't you worry, I will get through all of it at some point during the show. But going on H now, this is the entirety, this is all 5 issues of Marvel Zombies Returns from Marvel Comics. These are all going to be in near mint condition in that whole set for all 5 issues. Here's issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, and issue 5. All of those $40 near mint condition going down on H.
Got a couple offers.
Alright, hit me with them.
Joe wants to know if you would do that Boba Fett for 12, give it a 20.
I can do it for 14.
And then Aaron wants to know if you do the Flash for 8, give it a 12.
I can do that for 8. Is that on F?
On F, yep.
Sweet. Replacing that Flash on F while we wait to hear back on that counter offer. Let's do Mighty Thor #326. This is in very fine condition for $10. You got Thor hiding out in a sarcophagus on the cover there. And this is also going to have your first appearance of the second Scarlet Scarab. But that is going to be on F to replace that Flash book.
14 works.
Alrighty, that was on the Boba Fett.
Right there on the Boba Fett.
Cool beans. Replacing that Boba Fett on E. Let's do my boy, Howard the Duck, #6. This is in very fine condition for $5. And you got Howard the Duck intruding on the secrets of the cellar sinister. Ooh. Nice little like horror homage cover with them going down into like a science basement, like Frankenstein style. But that is going to go here on E. Once again, $5 in very fine condition for that Howard the Duck. And on I, to finish off our board, is going to be Tales of Suspense #74, featuring Iron Man and Captain America. This book is going to be in good condition for $10. Once again, I'll let you know some of the condition stuff. There are some rings on the front cover, like some staining rings. The coupon is cut, but it doesn't affect the story on the inside. And then there's some creases and tears along the front and back cover. That's going to go here on I.
Stevie has infiltrated the chat.
Ooh, infiltrated. Does that mean like he's somehow accessed moderating capacities?
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
Hope not. We'll figure that out.
Alright. My stack has been minimized. I gotta grab y'all some more books.
No Ant-Man 47, but we still have several other good Ant-Man and Kang-related books available.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Unless other Zach found one, in which case maybe, but I don't think so.
I didn't see one when I was looking through the stack here earlier.
Anyone have plans to go see Quantumania yet?
I'm going on Sunday, so I'm gonna really try and avoid spoilers for like the entire weekend, pretty much.
Yeah, right.
Which is so much worse working in a comic book store.
Oh, try it working at the theater.
At the theater, yeah, no, yeah, because if you have anything time to do while you're working at a movie theater, is you have enough time to go see an entire 2.5-hour movie in the middle of the day.
I know, right? And the worst is like customers will be like, "What do you think? Haven't you've seen it, right?" And we're like, "No, I haven't seen it because you're here seeing it."
Yeah.
Robert says he's seeing it tomorrow night. Justin's seeing it Saturday.
Nice.
Sweet. Yeah, I need to carve out a time this weekend to go see it. I haven't actually figured that out yet.
Yeah, I was originally gonna go see it on Saturday after my shift ended at our mall location, but and then a friend texted me and said they wanted to go see it with me, so I pushed it a day so I could go see it with them.
Robert says after the Flash trailer, all Marvel films will be disappointing.
I don't know. I think this one might be less disappointing just because, I'm going in expecting an Ant-Man and Wasp movie, which have kind of been, they're not great, but they're all right. They're nice little movie fodder, just going to a theater and watch something for 2 hours. I think this one's just going to surprise me a bit just because, it's setting up more for the universe than the past 2 movies really have.
I think that's what most people are excited for, yeah.
But, once again, I'm kind of going in fairly low amount of information besides Kang's in it and MODOK's in it.
Yeah, and I've been hearing really great things about Jonathan Majors' performance as Kang, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Jonathan Majors is great in everything. I've been watching Lovecraft Country.
I watched that.
To prep.
Mm-hmm.
I've only gotten, halfway through it. It is so good.
It's intense,
It is an absolute... Yeah, no, especially that... if you haven't watched it, even just watching the first episode by itself is... perfect television.
Justin says it has to be better than Thor.
Yeah. That's not exactly the highest bar to surpass. The one thing I did like about not Ragnarok. Was it right? No, not Ragnarok.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. The one thing I did enjoy about that, not gore as a whole, but I liked seeing, and it, once again, it doesn't really work with gore specifically, but I did like seeing a villain who was enjoying themselves in being evil.
Yeah.
Just because it feels especially, I understand having to make a relatable villain who has, a goal just going around it the wrong way kind of perspective. But also, I like a good villain who's just evil to be evil. Some people are just Ted Bundys. They're just there to be evil, and that's all they're good for. So, every once in a while, just give me one of those guys. You don't have to always make them, sympathetic characters.
D, probably.
Yeah, that one's been up there a bit. Yeah. Going on D to replace that Avengers is going to be Tales to Astonish number 60. Get all these sticky notes off. There's a few of them. This is in good minus condition for $25. You have a Jack Lee cover there with Stan Lee scripts and also has a reprint of Hulk number 6 on the inside. I will let you know that there is a missing page on the inside. However, it doesn't affect the story. It was just an ad page. But that is going to go up here on D. Once again, good minus condition for $25.
What is on A?
On A, that is going to be Pacific Presents Rocketeer number 1. So that's going to be your first title, headlining title issue for the Rocketeer. And it's written by Dave Stevens and Steve Ditko doing some of the art on the inside.
Man. No one going for Swamp Thing, Moon Knight?
No.
You can't sell them some Howard the Duck?
I know, that's the one that hurts me the most right now. I'll take down... Actually, I'm going to take down both of these at the same time.
Stevie wants to know what was your first favorite comic villain?
Ooh, my first favorite comic villain? I mean, I really got started, heavily reading with, Deadpool and stuff like that. Both the previous series and the current one at the time, which was the Daniel Way run. So I think my favorite villain at the time was honestly Dr. Bong. I just thought he was a really funny villain. Because, giant bell for a head, that's his power. And then on the side, his backstory is that he's just a psychologist. Which doesn't exactly add up too much, but I was like, hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for the ridiculous. But now, if I were to say, what my favorite villain, who I think is the coolest villain, it's got to be Doctor Doom. I mean, that dude has the strut. He's got the power. He's got everything you need in a villain. And once again, Like, he's simultaneously, like, can be a sympathetic character and can also be that character who just enjoys being himself and being a horrible person. So it's like the balance of both worlds. Anyhow, I gotta replace these books. On B, let's do Batman number 371. This is in fine condition for $25. Absolutely amazing Hannigan Giordano cover there with Scarecrow. This is also going to have, this issue introduces Scarecrow's audio fear-inducing devices that are all shaped like skulls. So, new way other than the gas to induce fear into people introduced in this issue on B. And then on C, let's do... This is another Marvel feature. This is Marvel feature number 4, presents The Astonishing Ant-Man. This is in very good condition for $16. This is the first appearance of Michael Stockton, who becomes Dr. Nemesis in that book we had up here earlier. And Hank Pym becomes Ant-Man again after abandoning the title for a little bit. Also, I love this cover where his weapon is just a nail going through this guy's shoe. But that's going to go up here on C.
Brock's picking up Batman on B.
Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, that is a great cover, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love Scarecrow. He's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, no. I think he's a better, like, antithesis villain to Batman than Joker is. Because I get the whole order versus chaos thing. But I don't know. I think it's better to have, you know, the flip sides of utilizing fear, where it's, you know, one utilizing it for the betterment of humanity and to instill fear in those who use fear as a weapon themselves, versus this other guy just making people afraid because he's interested and just wants the people to be afraid. And it doesn't matter who. But going on B now, let's do Black Panther number 3 from Marvel Comics. This is in very fine near mint condition for $30. Absolutely love this Kirby cover. It's absolutely phenomenal. It also gives me like Disney Channel vibes with all of them peeking their heads out of the doorway.
Yeah.
But that is going to go up here on B for Black Panther.
We just need Black Panther to have that little stick and just do the outline of the Mickey logo.
Hello, my name is T'Challa, and you are watching the Disney Channel.
What is on C?
On C, that is going to be Marvel Features number 4. That is in very good condition for $16. That is also going to be your first appearance of Michael Stockton, who becomes Dr. Nemesis. And this is when Hank Pym regains the title of Ant-Man, I believe after like an issue or two of revoking the title from himself.
Alex, know if you would do it for 11. You give it at 16.
Yeah, I'll do that for 11.
Yeah, Brian, we still do layaway.
Yeah, we still do layaway. Once again, if you weren't here at the beginning, I know we talked about it for a second. But we do offer layaway on our items. We don't take offers on layaways. You do have to pay whatever's on the sticky note. But you do 10% down as a down payment. That is non-refundable. And then over the course of 6 months, you pay 15% a month to pay that off. And if you want to pay more during a certain month, get your, tax returns or whatever, just send us a message and we'll work it out on your invoice.
Forgot to grab that.
Yeah, no, I've been over here trying to find some more books for my stack. Because once again, we got a lot of Ant-Man, but I don't want to be giving y'all only Ant-Man. I want to mix in some other stuff. Or Kang, not just Ant-Man, but,
Is this the Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Stack something real quick. I'll find it eventually.
You got a rare thing going on. You have both of us in the boxes over here now.
Hopefully people are saying really important stuff.
Yeah, no, I hope right now is when all of those offers are coming in on the books up there.
Oh, it's not in there. Hey, okay. Well, never mind. I thought I was going to be helpful.
That's fine. I'm not helpful most of the time.
I'm used to disappointment. Yeah, Avengers 8 will be up tonight at some point.
Yes, Avengers 8 is up tonight. I'm literally staring at it over here in this box. But yeah, it will be up later tonight. Usually don't try and do our biggest books right away. Just because, then some of y'all want to be hanging around, talking with us, hanging out, chilling, buying other books.
Keep an eye out for Swamp Thing number 3 and or 7.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for those. But once again, I think we talked about this on the Tuesday show. If you do have any special requests for like specific issues like that, when they're not in the boxes like these, just shoot us a message directly to the live show account, and we'll try and keep an eye out for any like special request stuff.
Yeah, I write down all your guys' requests, and I usually find things.
Yeah, there's a wall full of stickies. There's a document filled with requests. There's a couple different places we put them, so we're always keeping an eye out for those special requests on specific stuff.
And I was going to say this earlier, but then got distracted sneaking into those boxes. Jeremy Adams didn't agree with our Scarecrow versus Joker hot take there. Said, blasphemy, you take that back.
You know what? I already got heat for not liking Bojangles earlier in the week, so I'm fine taking heat on another one of my stances. It's just what I have to deal with now.
That explains
now
why
that
I changed the word.
Now that I'm an internet influencer, I gotta really just get some callous skin when it comes to making some controversial takes.
First appearance of Mystique would be a preview book.
Yeah, that would definitely be a preview book. I need to come back over here. I need to give you all some new books to look at.
I'm guessing Cliff is the person that you were saying skipped out on their Valentine's dinner for the show.
I guess so.
Because he was asking is Avengers 8 tonight, and then someone asked how Miss Baker is, and he said still pissed, but after 20 years, it doesn't even crack the top 50.
Nice.
Most pissed.
Nice. But yes, it is going up tonight. Don't you worry. Yeah, we were experimenting with posting both the previews at around the same time, and clearly that led to a bit of confusion. So I don't know if we'll be doing that ever again. So, but yes, the Avengers number 8, the Slabbed Avengers number 8, will be up here later tonight. But for right now, on C, I'm going to be placing Justice League of America number 211. This is in very fine condition for $8. Absolutely love this cover with like this space battle between the JLA and this group of aliens. Awesome. Mixture of ground combat and flight combat in space going on there. And C.
What is on D?
On D, that is going to be Tales to Astonish number 60, not 6. Tales to Astonish number 60. That's a big difference. Number 60, that is in good minus condition for $25. We'll let you know there is a missing ad page on the inside. Doesn't affect the story, though. Jack Kirby cover, Stan Lee scripting, and then it also has a reprint for Hulk number 6 on the inside. I gotta take off my boy. It hurts. Oh, it hurts. But replacing Howard on E is going to be Flash number 167. This is in good to very good condition. This is also going to have your or a retelling of the origin story for the Barry Allen version of the Flash. Once again, good to very good condition. Flash number 167 for $12 down here on E. Probably the Hellboy at this point.
Yeah, so A and H probably next.
Yeah. Replacing that Hellboy on G is... Let's do... Azrael, Agent of the Bat, number 100. This is in very fine near mint condition for $8. Absolutely gorgeous cover there with Azrael just like bleeding out on the ground. It's a bit morbid to say that's a beautiful cover, but it genuinely is really nice.
Yeah.
But once again, that is $8. Very fine near mint condition going on G. Replacing our Rocketeer number 1 on A. pull out one of these over here.
And then what is on E when you get a chance?
Yeah. Let's do this one. On A, real quick before I get to E. On A, I'm going to be placing Giant Size Avengers number 2. This is in fine plus condition for $20. I don't have a sticky note on the back for this one, so I don't think there's any like major first appearances or anything in this.
There's a couple stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Giant Size Avengers 2.
Giant Size Avengers number 2. That is going up here in A. I mean, already has, you know, that super iconic cover with Kang and I believe Set? I think that's the Egyptian god that's on there.
Mantis revealed to be the Celestial Madonna.
Gotcha.
Death of Swordsman.
I forgot. This is part of the Celestial Madonna storyline.
Yeah. Death of Swordsman.
Okay, so this is the Death of the Swordsman from the Avengers.
Origin of Rama Tut.
Okay, so that's Rama Tut. Is your origin story for Rama Tut. Death of Swordsman, and Mantis becomes the Celestial Madonna in the Celestial Madonna storyline.
And Hawkeye joins the Avengers.
Oh, nice. And Hawkeye joins the Avengers. So a pretty good list. No first appearances, but still, nice list. Iconic cover. And then you were asking about E. That is Flash number 167. That is in good to very good condition for $12. And that is going to have your retelling of the origin story for Barry Allen's Flash.
Would you do it for 9? You would at 12 for Bill Scott.
I will do that for 9. Replacing that Flash on E. Let's do Iron Man number 182. This is in fine to very fine condition. Got Tony Stark sitting in this alleyway, which has some pretty threatening graffiti, I might say, where it says, "In the morning, Tony Stark will be sober or dead." But that is going to go down here on E. $8, fine to very fine condition for that Iron Man number 182.
George wants to know if you do A for 15, you at 20.
I'll do that for 15. Replacing that Giant Size Avengers on A is going to be Amazing Spider-Man number 171. This is in fine minus condition for $8. You got Spidey teaming up with Nova against Photon, who appears to be commandeering some sort of battleship and is sending them down on an anchor to their watery doom. But that is going to go here on A. Once again, fine minus condition for $8.
What is on D?
On D, that is Tales to Astonish number 60. Good minus condition for $25. We'll let you know it has a missing page. It's just an ad page, so it doesn't affect the story. And then you have Jack Kirby cover, Stanley script, and it has a reprint of Hulk number 6 on the inside.
Would you Iron Man on E for 5? You would at 8.
I'll do that for 5.
All right. Let's go on Norman.
Sweet.
For a second, I just grabbed the sticky notes, not the book.
Nice. That's what everyone wants. They're just the sticky notes, right? You just want the sticky note with the amount of money you're paying for it.
Exactly.
Going on E is going to be Marvel feature number 5. This is, again, featuring the Astonishing Ant-Man. This is in fair to good condition. It's $4. I mean, you can see there's a big tear right there in the corner. Pretty beat copy, but, you know, we have it graded fair to good, $4 down here on E. Plus, I mean, you got Egghead, everyone's favorite Ant-Man villain.
Alan wants to know if we can do the ASO on A for 5, give it 8.
I can do that for 5.
The condition on the Tales of Suspense on I.
On I, that is going to be in good condition. So I'm trying to see if do I have any specific notes? I don't have any specific notes for that one. But it is in good condition. I mean, you have
like those rings there.
Yeah, you have some rings. You have, a bunch of color breaks along the spine here. Let me see if I can find anything else. Oh, there we go. There's my sticky note with everything on this. So you got some rings. You can probably see it around the title there. You got some rings for standing on the cover. The coupon is cut, but it doesn't affect the story. And then obviously the creases and stuff along the border there. but that is in, once again, good condition for $10 on I.
Norman says the sticky note is half the provenance.
You know what? I'd say 3/4.
Hey. And for you, another sticky note. Well, we're getting kind of low. We do need to order some more sticky notes.
Oh yeah, our big bulk box of Post-it notes is empty. All of the pads are around here somewhere. Going on A now. Let's do Avengers number 181. This is in fine condition for $50. This is going to be your first appearance of Scott Lang, who is the second Ant-Man after Hank Pym, or the main Ant-Man if you go by MCU rules. I know Hank Pym is also technically the first Ant-Man there, but we only get to see 5 minutes max across 2 movies of him in the Ant-Man suit, so... But once again, on A, that is Avengers 181, first appearance of Scott Lang, who becomes the second Ant-Man, $50 in fine condition. Anyone been playing any new games? A lot's been coming out recently. We got Hogwarts Legacy that came out this past weekend. I know some people are still getting through some of the bigger single-person titles like God of War Ragnarok and stuff like that. I'm still trying to get through Midnight Suns because it's the world's longest campaign.
Robert says the Dead Space remake is amazing.
Oh yeah, no, I've been playing that too. Although I have an issue with horror games. I love horror movies. I can watch horror movies by myself all the time. I love horror television. I can watch all that stuff by myself. I love horror literature. I can read that by myself. Horror video games for me, I cannot play a horror game by myself.
Really?
I need someone else there or talking to someone over a phone call or Discord or something like that. I don't know. It's something about... I mean, I know the literature and everything is supposed to put you in the situation and make you feel the fear actively, but a video game makes it 10 times worse because you're actually, directly in control of the protagonist.
Have you played any of those, was it the Dead Pictures or whatever? I forget what it's called.
Oh, Dark Pictures or whatever?
Yeah.
I played Until Dawn. I didn't play any of the future ones.
Yeah, we've got a couple more Marvel features in here.
Yeah.
Like 2 more. I think it was Aaron was asking if anyone plays Elden Ring.
I tried playing Elden Ring when it came out, and about 7 hours into my gameplay, I ran into this glitch that made it so that everything was still spawning, but everything besides my character and the terrain was invisible.
That's frustrating.
Yeah. So all the enemies, everything besides terrain and my character, completely invisible but still spawning. So I just quit until they patched it out, and then months passed. I deleted the game, and then they finally put out a patch that fixed that specific issue. So I eventually need to get back, re-download it, and finish off that game. Because I do want to finish it. But, I mean, it's already hard enough without all of my enemies being invisible.
I've been waiting until I can actually get a PS5, so I haven't played it yet myself, but I want to. G's Batman Adjacent is an Azrael book.
Yeah, that is an Azrael book.
But, well, yeah, if you want to keep an eye out for some Batman, we've had some.
Yeah, is there any specific era? Are you looking for modern or Bronze Age, stuff like that?
Oh, we only have the Ant-Man issues for the Marvel features tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, Robert, let us know if there's any particular age of Batman you're looking for. We'll see what we got. We went to Lost Ark over in Greensboro, a vintage game store.
Yeah.
Retro game store or whatever. I finally picked up Chrono Cross for PS1. So eventually I'll play that. I've been wanting that game forever, just never got around to buying it.
I've been trying to properly run a PlayStation emulator on my computer so I can play some of the classic PlayStation games. But my dad was moving out of his house and found my old PlayStation 2, and it's still operational. So I might just try and go find a retro store and just buy some of those PlayStation games that I want to go back and play. Specifically, the Spider-Man and Spider-Man Enter Electro games that were kind of tied, but also kind of not tied to the animated series from the 90s. Because like it had the same character designs, but the voice cast was pretty much entirely different. Including the fact that they used the voice of Spidey from Spider-Man Unlimited in that video game instead of what is his name? I can't remember. It's Christopher Benjamin something or something like that. It's a three name for the voice actor for Spidey in that 90s series. Let me take down this on H. I keep blabbing on. I need to put some more books up. Going on H, let's do Incredible Hulk number 314. This book is in very fine condition for $8. You got Hulk taking on all the big boys here. You got him taking on the leader who is in control of Rhino, Juggernaut there in the background, MODOK, and Abomination. So Hulk's got his hands filled with both the brains and the brawn there. That's going very fine condition for $8 on H.
I haven't played any Lego games recently, but I do love the Lego games. They're so much fun.
Oh, yeah. Once again, going back to Howard, in the Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, there's a little side quest you could do to unlock Howard, where you had to go to a comic convention and make a Howard the Duck video game for him to pitch to the people on the Lego game.
Yes.
And you could transform into Iron Ducks, so that was pretty cool.
That's rad. They mentioned Batman 89, which I don't know that we have any of the run, but...
Yeah.
Probably some Batman, at least from the time period.
Yeah, I know I've seen Batman in there. I was just asking to see if you had anything specific in mind, so I wasn't just, pulling all sorts of Batman for you that you weren't looking for. But
Aaron's picking up Hulk on H.
Sweet. I'm going to replace that with Ghost Manor from Charlton Comics Group. This is issue number 71 in very fine minus condition for $20. You got this one featuring art and stories by Steve Ditko and more, according to this. Not Alan Moore, just More, M-O-R-E, More. And I also got this absolutely beautiful, mystic cover with this guy writing something down in pen and paper and a quill in the bottom and demons and all sorts of stuff. Really nice cover, though, going on there on H for $20.
What is on F?
On F, that is going to be The Mighty Thor, number 326. That is in fine to very fine condition for $10, and is going to have your first appearance of the second Red Scarab. Probably C or I think, at this point, right?
Yeah.
Take the I first. Placing that Tales of Suspense on I is going to be Avengers number 154. This is in fine minus condition for $8. Absolutely great Jack Kirby cover there for that one. But once again, that is in fine minus condition for $8 going on I.
Would you do F for 5? You would a 10 for Norman.
I can do that one for $6. Give me an extra $1.
Kevin, not sure if we have that or not, but anytime you're looking for a specific issue, you're better off messaging us so we can document it and
keep an eye out in the future.
See if we got it.
Yeah, because we're always processing books over here. I was helping process a collection we just got in over there a bit ago. Takes a bit of time, but you find stuff. So if you have any specific requests, send it to us directly, and we'll keep an eye out for it in the future.
Yeah, we've got a lot of boxes.
Yes, perhaps too many boxes, some might say.
6 is good. For F, did you have any notes for anything on I? Ask me what happens in it. I'm not sure if you would.
There were no notes on this one, so if you want to double check the storyline, it is Avengers 154.
Avengers 154.
Yeah, and while we double check those notes for you, because the only thing I really got, because there wasn't a notepad on it, is that it's a Kirby cover. So we're going to double check on that for you real quick. But while Daniel double checks on that, on F, I'm going to be placing Kang the Conqueror. This is issue 1 through 5 from the Marvel miniseries. These are all going to be in near mint condition. That whole set is going to be $40. Great covers on all of these. But that's going on F. And this is going to have your origin for Kang, as well as your first appearance of Ravonna Renslayer as Moon Knight.
Man, so not only is it covered by Jack Kirby, but it's pencils by George Perez.
Oh, so you got Perez and Kirby on this cover. So already just by cover team, it's a nice book. Anything about like story or anything, or is it kind of just a random issue that has two great artists doing the cover?
It says the first appearance of Tyrak and Ali of Atuma. First appearance of Lord Arno and an ally of Atuma.
Okay, so two like generals of Atuma's army have their first appearance in this issue as well. Or in this issue, not this one. This one.
What's on B?
B, that is going to be Black Panther number 3. That is in very fine and near mint condition for $30. You got Black Panther and a couple other characters doing the Disney Channel like doorway lean. That is up there on B.
I don't know if we have Spawn keys tonight, but there's definitely some Spawn in the boxes at least.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some Spawn boxes. I'll keep an eye out for any keys in here.
And I know Tarny just processed a bunch of Spawn that we haven't taken out yet, but
yeah, and I know in those boxes that I was just helping go through, I know I saw some Spawn stuff in there. So, who knows? We'll probably have some Spawn stuff in these boxes, hopefully within the next couple weeks, I would hope. But who knows? But yeah, no, we're always processing Spawn stuff, so if there's any specific keys you're looking for, shoot us a message once again, and we'll keep an eye out for them for you.
Man, I was going through the stuff that Tarny processed, and there's a pretty decent little chunk there. And then there's 305 and then 307, but not 306, which is the only one that I'm missing from 300. I was like, come on, Tarny.
Why you gotta do me dirty like this?
There might be some Silver Age X-Men, I'm not actually sure. I know I got at least one planned for next week.
Yeah, so we got one planned for next week. I'll take a look through our older boxes at some point tonight for some Silver Age X-Men for you.
There might be some Invincible in there as well. Not quite sure. And yeah, I did mean we were saying it's a Kirby cover and then interiors by George Perez.
Oh, interiors are Perez? I thought he also did the cover.
Oh no, it's a cover by we're talking about the Avengers on I, right?
On I, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was Perez on the inside.
Correct. Yeah.
Kirby,
Cover by Jack Kirby,
okay.
and then interiors.
So I mean, still all-star art team on that one single issue.
That's crazy.
Oh, there you go.
Dig.
Found a couple things from those requests, so I'm gonna run those. I'm gonna take down. What did I say I was gonna take down after I took down I? I think it was either B or C. I think I'm gonna take down C. Let the Black Panther stay up a little bit longer. Replacing that Justice League of America on C is going to be Batman number 497. This is in near mint condition for $15. And I mean, with this cover, do I really have to tell you what is key about this? I mean, Bane breaks Batman's back in this issue.
From the waist down.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's actually like just taking off his legs in this version. But this is always going to be the issue where Bane breaks Batman's back. But I don't think this is the issue where Azrael takes up the mantle of Batman. I think that's the next issue.
Yeah. Process. Yeah, it's just pulling out, grading it, getting it priced for the show.
Yeah, and we were doing some training today, so the processing we did today wasn't even grading and pricing them. It was more of just getting a refresher on like, hey, these are the books that are worth your time doing the full processing, and then here's the type of books that should just go straight to dollar bin sales kind of thing.
Yeah.
So not as much grading or like that kind of processing today, but we did go through a ton of boxes and find some good stuff in there. So hopefully within the next week or two, some of that stuff will start getting, fully processed and brought over here for y'all's enjoyment on the show. But I'm going to now replace this Black Panther on B. And I'll replace it. We got that request, so I'm going to put one up. This is Invincible number 52 in near mint condition for $18. Great Ryan Otley cover there with Invincible himself front and center, taking on... Oh, I forget his name. Is it like Omega Boy or something like that?
That sounds right, yeah.
But that is going to go up here on B.
Bill's... Oh, hold on. Let me reorient myself. Comments don't. Let's see. What number is I? I is number 154 for Avengers. Would you do C for 10? You would at 15. That Batman.
Yeah, I'll do that for 10. Replacing that on C real quick is going to be Spider-Man vs. Wolverine number 1. This is in very fine condition for $25. This is have your Death of Ned Leeds, who was the guy that Kingsley used to pretend to be Hobgoblin so that no one suspected him as Hobgoblin. And then also, this one says, the second note on this says, Wolverine discovers Spider-Man's identity. So those are going to be your two major things happening in this book, other than this great cover on the front of them fighting in a graveyard.
Would you do D for 16? You would at 25 for Bill.
Can you do 18 for it? Just $2 more, and it's all yours. I'm also gonna look for some of those Silver Age X-Men we were asked about. See if we have any in here.
Would you do Invincible on B for 15? You would at 18.
I'll do that for 15.
Norman says, during the COVID times, I enjoyed driving out to the super secret warehouse to pick up my stuff and got to meet Tardy.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
I remember one time, this would have been like 5 years ago at this point, we did a sale here at the Top Secret Warehouse where we had a room set up that was all dollar books, and then that was like the waiting room, and you would have to wait there until some people had cycled out, but then you could go into our warehouse directly and just start looking through boxes and picking stuff out, and then you'd go to the corner and Jeremy would price it out for you like on the spot. I think my favorite part of that day was the fact that I was brought in to help, but because, none of it's organized, someone would come up and be like, hey, can you leave me where Spider-Man is? And be like, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. So it was pretty much just me helping people lug around heavy boxes when they needed the help, and then me just looking around for myself.
I was here, not working, but I was here looking at dollar books.
Yeah.
I didn't end up going into the warehouse, though, but I remember that was an option.
Yeah, I was just walking around in there all day. The one thing I was really, really tempted by was they had the full starter kit for when you join the Merry Marvel Marching Society, but the one thing they were missing was the one thing I really wanted, which was a tiny little green vinyl record of the Merry Marvel Marching Society's anthem, and it also has the Hulk's face on it. I really wanted that, but it was the one thing that was missing from the starter kit.
Would you do C for 18? You have it at 25 for George.
Yeah, I'll do that for 18.
Would you do I for 5? You have it at 8 for Eddie.
Yep, I'll do that at 5.
Norman says, yes, I was there.
Awesome. You might have remembered a little teenage boy just walking around aimlessly going, that was me. That was me just walking around aimlessly, not knowing what to do, even though I was supposed to be paid to be helping people.
Bill Scott says, I was also there for that. Spent way too much money that day.
Yeah, no. I think at the end of the day, because I had a little stack going besides the Mighty Marvel Marching Society thing, I had a little stack going, and at the end of the day, I was like, hey, Alan, how much is this? And he was like, that's your pay for today. And I was like, cool beans. I don't know if I should be saying that out loud, but it was worth it. In my stack, I had like first appearances Zoom, like the storyline for first appearances Zoom and Flash. And then I think I also had a first appearance Rogue in my stack. So did not end out too shabby for old teenage Zach on that day. But anyway, back to the present. On B, I'm going to be placing Iron Man number 188. This is in fine to very fine condition for $8. You got Iron Man taking on a duo called the Brothers Grimm, which one of them just shoots eggs out of his hand. And I was like, shouldn't it be golden eggs? Because, the Jack and the Beanstalk thing. But nope, he's just shooting regular eggs like a little teenage hooligan on Halloween there. On B. On C, let's do Brave and the Bold, number 133. This is Brave and the Bold featuring Batman and Deadman. Great combo. But that is, once again, Brave and the Bold, issue 133. Very good to fine condition for $5. You got Deadman and Batman trying to defuse a bomb while being shot at by a plane there. On C. On D, and then I got to get y'all some more books. This is going to be the new the new Titans, number 86, near mint condition for $5. You got a battle damaged Nightwing taking on Deathstroke front and center there, going on D.
Would you do B for 5? Give it an 8.
Yep, I'll do that for 5 instead of 8.
It's going to Norman.
Alrighty.
Norman's coming in first for that Brave and the Bold on C.
Alrighty. Quickly on B, I'm going to be putting Avengers 161. This is in very fine plus condition for $15. You got the Avengers being attacked by Ant-Man, not helped by him. I especially horrified by the fact that there are tiny ants crawling over everyone. Yep. I don't like the feeling of bugs crawling on me, so that is extra terrifying.
Not for me.
Going on, what I got open? I got C and I open. On C, I'm going to be placing Fantastic Four, number 85. This is in good plus condition for $12. I will let you know the cover is detached. There is a spine split. There's some tears, as well as tanning on the actual page. But good news, it's early run. It's got Kirby and Lee working on it. But once again, it's good plus condition for $12. So if you're just looking for, a low grade book to finish out your Fantastic Four collection, this is going to be a really good one here on C.
Justin says he loves that ant cover.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a few people that are wanting to work for books.
See, that was, at least for me, that was a one-time deal. Now I just work for books the hard way, where I get a paycheck and then instantly turn around and give it back to Alan. The way he likes it. The way he loves it. Going on I now. Let's do the Incredible Hulk, number 135. This is in fine to very fine condition for $100. You got Hulk taking on Kang and feeling the weight of the ages on his back there on that cover. You got Herb Trimpe and Roy Thomas working on this one. Absolutely great combo. That is going here on I. Go back to my box here, keep looking for those X-Men's real quick. See if I can find any. X-Men's. Where them X-Men at?
I know it was mentioned earlier, but that first appearance of Juggernaut would absolutely be a preview book.
Yes.
We wouldn't just have that haphazardly in the box. I mean, probably have had like an A box.
Yeah, it's probably yeah. Yeah, no, I won't say what specifically because I know if I say what specifically, I'll be like, oh, can we get that? But there was definitely some books in these boxes from people's collections where we bought where it's just like, we saw it instantly, we're like, we need to bag and board this now because it's ridiculous that they didn't in their own collection. But once again, I'm not going to say specifically what because then I don't want that getting flooded into the chat and be like, ooh, can I get that when it gets priced? Y'all just have to wait and find out what I'm talking about. If you ever will.
Is Avengers 181. Is that first appearance of Scott Lang, right?
Yeah,
I
first
remember
appearance Scott
things.
Lang on 181.
Sometimes I remember things,
Hell
as
yeah.
we've established.
Yes, sometimes we know things. That's X-Men, but it's not Silver Age.
Norman says Ant-Man may not be Thor, but can sometimes be formidable. What is on C? It's Fantastic Four 85 in good plus condition.
Yep. I'm almost done looking through this box. I know I'm taking a little bit, but I just want to make sure so that I can say definitively yes or no if we have any Silver Age X-Men to run tonight, because I don't want you sitting there and hope thinking we might the entire night. Oh, I'm almost done.
Martin wants to know if you would do A for 42, give it a 50.
Yeah, I'll do that for 42 instead of 50. Okay, I think I can definitively say for at least tonight, I don't have any Silver Age X-Men in that box to run tonight. Not to say we won't have it next week or anything like that, just tonight, sadly, no Silver Age X-Men in that box for you. What did I take an offer on?
A.
Yeah. Replacing that Avengers on A. Let's do... I love this cover so much. This is going to be Flash number... Make sure I get this right. 233. Flash number 233 in very fine minus condition. This is $20. And Reverse Flash is right there, deploying the Flash's suit, ready to put it on. And he says... I've taken the Flash's life. Now I shall take his wife. Ooh. But that is going to go, once again, very fine condition. Flash 233 up here on A for $20. Very fine minus condition.
Any Black Widow or Peach Momoko? And She-Hulk?
I don't know if there's any Peach Momoko in here. But I'll keep an eye out for She-Hulk and what was that other... I know I just heard it. What was that other part of the request? It was Momoko, Black Widow.
Yeah.
Black Widow. I'll keep an eye out for Black Widow stuff. I know I've seen some of the like Daredevil Black Widow era in here before, so I'll keep an eye out for that. I'm not 100% sure on like solo Black Widow titles. Once again, I'll keep an eye out in the boxes. But in the meantime, probably... I think G's been up here the longest at this point. Either G or H. I think it's G, though.
I think A, that's what I meant to say. G, yes.
Yeah, take down G.
I was trying to say that one, said the other one still.
Yeah, it's fine.
Robert was asking why is I so much. It just looks like that book spiked in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, it is a Kang book, and Kang, he's having his major debut, because he already showed up in Loki, but he's having his major debut in Ant-Man, but he's still got 2 Avengers movies to be a main character in coming up. So, there's just, a lot of potential for how big this character is going to be for, the next few years in Marvel continuity. But going on G to replace that... What did I have up there before? To replace that Azrael. This is going to be Amazing Spider-Man 201. This is a team-up between Spider-Man and the Punisher. Absolutely love this cover with, the pink spiral background there. But this is in fine to very fine condition for $18 on G.
Aaron wants to know if you do Flash on A for 12, do it at 20.
I love that cover so much. I can do that for 14. $2 more bucks. Oh. I picked up this book. I didn't even realize how horrific it was. What spot can I replace to put this up? Because I really want to put this up now. There we go. H. I almost forgot we had Ghost Manor.
14 works for A.
Sweet. Didn't even need to replace H. Guess going replacing that on A is going to be Green Lantern issue 162 and 163. These are both in near mint minus condition. The set's going to be $12. I'm going to show you the okay cover first. This one's a great cover on the 163.
That is sick.
But then 162 has this almost morbid photo of this guy who's uncompressed in space, so he's exploding from the inside out. God, that is horrifying. Like, it's gross. But that is going up here on A for $12 for that 162, 163 on Green Lantern.
What is on D?
On D, that is going to be the New Titans, number 86. That is in near mint condition for $5. Going on H to replace that Ghost Manor is going to be Detective Comics, number 549. It is in very fine to near mint condition for $12. And you got Batman teaming up with the most unlikely of detectives, Harvey Bullock, his number one critic in the GCPD. But that's in very fine near mint condition for $12 on H, and also has a Green Arrow backup story done by Alan Moore.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, A, you get a team up between the vigilante and the vigilante-hating cop, and you also have a backup story written by Alan Moore focusing on Green Arrow.
Would you do A for 9, you have it at 12?
I'll do that for 9.
I is not the first appearance of Krylar, but that might be coming up later on in the show. And then we had a question, do we have the first appearance of Kang?
Yes.
But his autocorrect in the first ask was, do you have Kangaroo first appearance?
I mean, who knows? We might have the Amazing Spider-Man issue with the first appearance of Kangaroo, but we'll keep an eye out. But I know for sure we do have the first appearance Kang slabbed coming up later tonight in the show. So just keep your eyes open for it. Here's a little behind-the-scenes hint for those who don't know already. We usually try and put our bigger ones towards the middle of the show. So who knows? Middle of the show's coming up here in about 15 minutes, so maybe you'll see that book sooner than you expect. But in the meantime, I gotta put some other stuff up. So let's do this. On A, we are going to do Avengers issues 291 to 293. These are all in fine to very fine near mint condition. This whole set's going to cost you $18. This is going to have your first appearance of Chairman Kang, first appearance of Kang of Other Earth, first full appearance of Kang Nebula, otherwise known as Ravonna Renslayer, first cameo appearance of Kang Cobra, first cameo appearance of Namor and Marina's child, but they're egg hatchlings. They're not actually born yet. They're just kind of little, or I guess they're born because they're hatchlings, but they're not fully formed. They're like tadpoles of Atlantis, I guess. I don't know the Atlantean life cycle, but got some great covers here. This front one I absolutely love with this like zombie woman, almost designed similarly to the zombies in Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
Yes.
And then also a great cover on that 293 on the back there. But that is going to go here on A. Once again, that full set 291 to 293, fine to very fine to near mint condition. It's going to be $18 on A.
We had a request for Silver Age Avengers, and then what is the detective on H?
Detective on H, that is going to be Detective Comics number 549. That is in very fine near mint condition for $12. Main story, you got Batman teaming up with Harvey Bullock, the least likely detective to team up with. And then there is a backup story focusing on Green Arrow, written by Alan Moore himself.
That's awesome. What is on I?
On I, that is going to be Incredible Hulk number 135, featuring Kang as the main villain for that one. It is in fine to very fine condition for $100. I'm taking a look for that Silver Age Avengers request.
You were going through that list of all the Council of Kangs that are showing up.
Oh, yeah.
Robert says, and Cobra Kai Kang.
Yes!
Would you do Detective on H for 8? Give it a 12 for Jennifer.
Yeah, I'll do that for 8.
I mean, that's worth it alone just for the Alan Moore backup. Don't do it, books.
Alright. I'm gonna put up some books. First up, we did have a request for some Silver Age Avengers. We obviously, I think, have some more in there, but I just found this in the box, so I'm going to put it up. This is Avengers number 42. It is in good plus condition. You got John Buscema and Roy Thomas working on this issue. Once again, good plus condition for $12. I will let you know some of the condition stuff for this one. There are 2 coupons cut out of this one. Do not affect the story, though. The cover is detached at the bottom staple. There is some spine splitting. There is some creasing and tearing, as well as tanning on the pages. But once again, if you're looking for some early Avengers book and just trying to fill out that collection, this is going to be issue number 42, good plus condition for $12 on H.
Aaron's saying he just finished watching Justice League Unlimited seasons 1 through 3. Green Arrow was good in that, as was The Question.
Oh yeah, I love The Question. Also, I think The Question in Justice League Unlimited is voiced by feel awful for not remembering his name right now, but it's the same actor who plays the main Doctor, or plays Dr. Herbert West in the Reanimator movies. I cannot remember his name. He's also in a ton of Star Trek stuff. I think he shows up in at least like 5 different Star Trek series.
Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs, there we go.
Will was letting us know right as I found
As
it.
I just found it, yeah. But yeah, Jeffrey Combs voices The Question in that series, which is great casting. I love Jeffrey Combs, even though I couldn't remember his name, but that's what happens when you're on camera.
G is in fine, very fine condition. And we got like 13-ish minutes till that...
Until the break time. So I'm going to probably take down... probably that book on E at this point. Either E or F. I think I've been up here the longest. I think it's E.
Yeah,
I think that E one's been there. Yeah, we put that up early show. Replacing that book on E. Should we give him a slab? What do you think, Daniel? Should we give him a slab?
Yeah, I think they've been
good boys and girls so far. I'm not gonna give them the big slab because reasonably, but I'll give you all something. Let's see. Already ran one of those earlier, so I'm gonna do this one. On E, I'm gonna be placing Tales to Astonish number 49. This is going to be your first appearance of Giant Man, where Ant-Man becomes Giant Man. But once again, this is rated at 5.5 with cream to off-white pages. Going to be on E for $325. Once again, slab Tales to Astonish number 49. First appearance of Giant Man. It's always weird because it's still Hank Pym.
Yeah.
It's just a different costume and different name. So, like, first Hank Pym referring to himself as Giant Man, I feel like is a more accurate thing to say than first appearance.
So, in response to you not putting up the Avengers 8...
Oh, yeah?
Aaron says, don't you care about Cliff or his marriage?
I do care about Cliff or his marriage. I said I'd be running it soon. I just, Gotta keep by the rules. I can't run it before the break, so hey, I'd at least give you something. At least give you one slab before the break. And who knows, maybe like the second we get back from the break here in what? 10 minutes? 12 minutes after the break, I guess? I'll put it up then. Maybe. Who knows? I'm a wild card, like we said earlier in the show. You never know what you're going to get out of old Zach.
Robert says that Hank is very full of himself.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an understatement.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Which I could be wrong, but I feel like we haven't seen Hank Pym since that storyline where he like merged himself with Ultron and has been like imprisoned in the sun or something like that.
I was gonna say, that's the last time I remember seeing him.
All right. Probably the Kang on F, I think, at this point.
Yeah. Take
down that Kang miniseries. Let me see. There it is. There's my little sticky note for it, so I have that for later. But going on F now to replace Kang is going to be... Let's see. Ooh, let's do this one first. I like this one the best. This is going to be Strange Tales number 146. Oh, my ear just popped. Strange Tales 146. Good plus condition. This is in, once again, good plus condition, $25. Strange Tales 146. This issue is going to have the reveal of Clea's identity, first team appearance of AIM, and then also your final issue of Strange Tales with Steve Ditko. I will let you know there is some significant creasing on this issue, as well as some staining. Let me see if I can find it so I can show you up close that staining.
Zach was showing me that after he priced it. I was tempted to pick that one up.
Yeah, no, it's gorgeous. Because yeah, you can see the creasing. It is pretty bad on there, but I mean the cover itself, like besides the creasing, like if you hold it away, you can barely notice it. It is still absolutely gorgeous, bright colors and everything. And I believe the staining is actually going to be on the back for this one, so it doesn't really show up on the front here. And I don't want to mess with it and make it any lower grade. So good plus, $25 on F for that Strange Tales 146.
Do you have a raw copy of the slab on E?
I don't think so, but let me double check my little Ant-Man stack here.
Smiley says, yeah, it's only 500 miles away when you hold it like that.
There's the 49 on E, right?
Yep.
Yes, I do have a non-slabbed copy. The non-slabbed copy is going to be in good plus condition for $100. I'll give you a little close-up on it.
Yeah, Justin, we've got one.
Yeah, so we got one. This is it. Good plus condition. Obviously got some fraying and stuff.
You hold it up a bit higher. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So good plus condition, $100. But yeah, let us know if you want the non-slabbed one there. I'll just hold it behind here.
We'll go. You probably put on like D or something. That's something that you need to take down.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you are specific when claiming.
Yeah, when you put in the claim for one of the Tales to Astonish, definitely put the letter now so we know whether you want the slab or the non-slabbed version of Tales to Astonish 49. Probably can take down. I'm gonna take down this Fantastic Four on C. And I am going to replace that with, let's do, on C, let's do Amazing Spider-Man number 178. This is in fine plus condition for $20. This is also going to be a newsstand Mark Jewelers variant. But that is, once again, Amazing Spider-Man 178. Fine plus condition for $20. Absolutely love this cover with Gobby and Spidey fighting outside the window while Mary Jane takes care of Aunt May in the hospital. It's absolutely great. That is going up here on C. All right.
Let's see. John Penta coming in first for the ASM on C.
Sweet.
What was the issue number on that again?
That was 178.
Any essentials tonight? I think so, actually. I'm gonna sneak past you again.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sienna's ever told you about the trade box, because they kind of hate the trade box.
No, they didn't tell me about the trade box.
Oh yeah, you got some trades here.
Oh, sweet.
You got that guy. Oh, I didn't know these were in here.
Is that in Essentials, though? No, it's just Active Engines.
Oh, whoops. Well, close enough. But you should have... Oh, that's an epic. Close. These guys are what I was looking for.
There we go.
There, yeah. Old Master.
Masterworks. Did Masterworks work? Because we got Masterworks. I didn't. Apparently, there's no Essentials in here this time. But there are some Masterworks. So if you want us to run those Masterworks, let us know. We'll run through them here. Oh my god, my eye itches. Help me. C's open again. So on C, I'm gonna be doing. Take off this sticky note. This extra sticky note. We got Avengers number 195. This is in near mint condition for $45. And this is going to have your first cameo appearance of Taskmaster. And it just so happens to have a lot of Ant-Man front and center. Once again, just using ants to torment people by having them crawl over their bodies. My worst nightmare. Up here on C for $45 near mint condition. First cameo appearance of Taskmaster.
So, Aaron says, what epic collections do you have?
So it looks like right here, once again, they are not the Epic collections, but we do have from Marvel Masterworks, we have the Avengers Volume 1 and the X-Men Volume 1. So let us know if you want us to run one of those here in a minute. Or, I mean, you just saw the prices, they're $20 a pop. So if you want to put an offer on one of them, just let us know. Oh.
Smiley wants to know if you do the slab on E for $275. You would
There's an Epic collection.
$325.
What?
Smiley wants to know if you would do the slab on E for $275. You would at $325.
If you could do $290, it's all yours. And I lied. There's actually one Epic collection. It is X Factor, Genesis, and Apocalypse. We have this one Epic collection. I will let you know it is lightly used. So let us know on that one if you want that Epic collection.
What issues is the Avengers Marvel Masterworks?
The Avengers Marvel Masterworks, that is going to be Avengers number 1 through 10. I'm sorry. I can't believe it if it's 2 through 10. Yep, Avengers 1 through 10, and you also have an introduction by Stan Lee in this book.
Justin wants to know if you would do D, the raw copy of that Tales to Astonish for $75. You at $100.
I can do it for $80.
Flat 80.
Flat 80.
Smiley is passing on the slab.
Gotcha.
No worries.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he comes back up during last looks, and I'll feel like I have a little more wiggle room.
Would you do the Avengers Marvel Masterworks for $15?
Yeah, I'll do one of the. I'll do that for 15.
What is on I?
On I, that is going to be the Incredible Hulk number 130. Excuse me, 135, in fine to very fine condition for $100. Main thing with that is it features Kang as the main villain for that issue. Let's see, I'm going to replace one more book before we head out for our little break here. So I'm going to take down that ASM on G, and I'm going to replace that with...
We've had some Howard the Duck up, but we have not had a Howard the Duck number 5.
We have not had a Howard the Duck number 5, but I do have a little stack in here, so let me see if I have one.
Yeah, I was gonna... Justin had said throw in a Howard the Duck number 5 and you have a deal. So I was about to say it was something that you would be interested in, but I'm like, wait, we haven't had that book yet.
Yeah, I have a Howard the Duck number 4 in here. You want a number 4?
We're close.
Close enough.
And how much did you have the X Factor Epic Collection for?
The X Factor collection is at $26. And then real quick on G, I'm replacing Action Comics number 432. This is in fine plus condition for $10, and this is going to be your first appearance of Toyman, or the Jack Nimble Toyman. That is going to go down here on G.
It was so hard to put that one in the box. I almost picked that one up.
Oh, you know, it's great. But it is now 8:30. It is officially halfway through the show, so we take a little 1-minute break here. Gives me some time to get some more books, gives Daniel some time to catch up on his little spreadsheet behind the computer. So give us a minute. We'll be right back, and we got plenty of other great books to show you, including that Avengers number 8 coming up still. So see you back here in a minute.
And then just real quick, what is the issue number for the Tales to Astonish on E/D?
The E/D Tales to Astonish is going to be issue number 49, which is the first appearance of the Giant Man costume and alias for Hank Pym.
Right, and
but yeah, now ad.
Now we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Ultimate Comics Super Secret Warehouse. We have so many unprocessed boxes, literally thousands. What you just saw in the little shot was not even half of just unprocessed long boxes that we have not gone through yet. This is the stuff we use for our live show, so I thought it'd be really fun to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look and hopefully find gold. If not, it should still be pretty fun to see what's in this box. All right, let's see what's in this bad boy. Oh, heck yeah. This is the first print of Ultimate Spider-Man 1. This is the OG printing. You know, you got a couple ticks on the spine there, but still probably like a $50 book. Pretty nice. And that is pretty hot right now. Oh, snap. I am very surprised I censored myself. This is the first issue of Knights of the Old Republic. This is a super hot book right now. I am really happy about that. That is awesome. Okay, alright, back to the box. Okay.
And the new Ultimate Comics.
At the new Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, we've got comics, toys, collectibles, and gnarly manga.
At Ultimate Comics at the Crabtree Valley Mall, you can come get your Polaroid taken with Alf.
Waka waka.
With so much to see and so much to do at Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, you'll want to bring the whole family. It's the grand opening Friday, November 5th.
We've got a rad feeling about this.
He's a weekend at Bernie's.
One time, please.
Been caught with my in my hand not going out there.
We're back.
Welcome back. Told you it was going to be a quick break. It took a little extra second here. Who was asking about the Howard in the chat?
It was Justin.
Justin. The Howard we ran earlier was Howard number 6.
A little bit lower.
Little bit lower. We ran Howard number 6 earlier, not Howard number 5. What was the deal he wanted to do with that?
The Tales to Astonish on D for 80, but also with that Howard.
Yeah, I'll do that. If you still want that number 6 and do that deal, I'll absolutely do that. Just let us know in the chat.
I feel like any opportunity Zach has to get Howard in someone's hands,
yeah,
he's going to take it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, don't say that, because then there's going to be like...
True.
Then there's going to be like, hey, will you take this offer, but also toss in a Howard?
Caveat, within reason.
Within reason.
Justin says yes, so...
Sweet.
D and Howard for 80.
Cool beans.
Michael, go ahead and... Anytime you're looking for like a specific issue, you're better off messaging us so we can see if we've got it. I went ahead and put it on our sheet that you're looking for, that Tales of the Dark Universe, Death of Superman, though.
Yeah, so, once again, if y'all have any specific requests, I mean, like, obviously if you have requests where it's just like, hey, can you put a Turtles book up? Yeah, we'll check in the boxes, look for stuff. But if you're looking for specific issues, send us a message directly so that way we can put it on our list and keep an eye for it for the future for you. But... got to replace some books for you on D. I'm going to replace that Tales to Astonish with The Avengers, number 21. It is in fair to good condition for $15. I will let you know the cover is detached. The spine is completely split. There is a significant amount of marker writing on back cover and the ads on the final page. And there is also a couple missing pieces. But once again, if you're just looking for something to fill out that Avengers, looking for an early issue, I mean, 21, fair to good condition, $15 up here on D is going to be it for you.
Same deal, Oscar with the Red Hulk. I don't know. You're better off messaging us for a specific book. It's not going to be in the boxes tonight. So.
Yeah. If you just want some Red Hulk stuff in general, I can look for you. But yeah, specific issues, send us a message directly and we'll keep an eye out for it.
What is on E?
On E, that is going to be Tales to Astonish, number 49 in a CGC 5.5 condition. That is going to be your first appearance of Giant Man, or at least the Giant Man costume and alias for Hank Pym.
Do the X Factor Marvel Essentials for 20.
Yes, I'll do that for 20. Probably replace this Avengers on A. Was the one on A that had that really long list of Kang appearances, I think? Yeah. On A now, I'm going to be running Captain Marvel Presents The Terrible 5. This is number 1 in good condition for $12. And even though it's not, the ones you're used to, this features Dr. Fate, Atom Jaw, Elastic Man, Tiny Man, and Doctor Doom. But once again, it is none of the versions you expect. It is just these gang of hooligans on the cover. So if you just want a really weird out there book that has a bunch of heroes with copycat names with a really great Silver Age cover, that is going to be up here on A, good condition for $12.
Probably I.
Yeah, take down that Hulk on I.
Cliff says, any Avengers 8 asking for a friend?
You know what? Should I? Or should I make him wait in anticipation a little bit more? I feel like he's already been waiting since Tuesday at this point.
That is true.
So, should we do it for Cliff? I feel like we gotta do it for Cliff.
You know what? Let's see what happens.
I feel like we gotta do it for Cliff. Even though you just told me during the break, hey, we gotta get the average number down on that, on the board. I'm gonna completely go against you just for Cliff.
He said I'm old, I have a bedtime.
I know, so I'm gonna try and get you to bed early. Hopefully you still stick around a bit after this. But this is Avengers number 8. This is your first appearance of Kang the Conqueror, graded at a 4.5 for $1,000 on I. Once again, 4.5, Avengers number 8, first appearance of Kang, $1,000 on I. And while I give it the 10 seconds before it's gone, let me replace probably this.
The Shields came in first for Avengers on I on layaway.
Oh, Cliff. I'm so sorry. But hey, you can't say I didn't try for you, you know? Replacing that Avengers number 8 on I is going to be The Avenger number 3 from... Oh my god, I think this is... I want to say this is like... I can't remember the name of the publisher. ME Publishing, though. Good condition for $45. Another just kind of out there character book that we found that I think kind of fits. You know, with all these Avengers books coming up, why not have The Avenger come up to the stage on I for $45? Oh, yeah. Bag. There you go.
Cliff said, it's all good. I can share.
Yeah, do like a little, what is the words I'm looking for? Oh, shared custody with that book, you know? Someone gets it during the weekdays, someone gets it during the weekends, take it to go see a movie and stuff, trying to make up as much time as possible during those weekend days.
Robert, your Facebook feed is always going to prioritize your own comments. I have...
yeah, once again, we get like the direct feed from both chats on our side in the correct order, because yeah, it does prioritize your comments when you post it, just because, you know, it doesn't take as much time to show up your comments as opposed to loading people's comments from around the country.
Cliff said we're under a tornado watch right now. Everything is slow.
Oh
man.
Sorry, Cliff. Oh. Let's see. What can I replace? I just put that action up before the break. I can probably replace this Avengers on B. I'm going to replace that with an Amazing Spider-Man number 115. This is in very good defined condition. $25. You got Aunt May defending Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man at gunpoint, which, I mean, isn't the only time that Aunt May has hauled someone up at gunpoint. I've been rereading the Chip Zdarsky Howard the Duck series, and that is how Howard first meets Aunt May, is that she holds him up at gunpoint, trying to take all his money because Ringmaster was hypnotizing all the elderly people to get him like pocket change so he could just sit in a warehouse and watch TV instead of running his circus. But enough about Howard. Let's get rid of probably this Avengers on H. And I'm going to replace that Avengers with a Brave and the Bold number 130. This one features not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 amazing co-stars for Batman. You got Batman, Green Arrow, the Atom, the Joker, and Two-Face all in this book. Very good defined condition for $10 down there on H. Probably take down this first appearance or first cameo Taskmaster on C at this point. And I'm going to replace that with... I'm going to replace that with a trade. This is going to be Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers, Volume 1. This is from the Mark Waid run. Near mint condition for $18 is Volume 1 trade, otherwise known as Avengers Unleashed, apparently. But this is the Kang War 1 storyline up here on C for $18, near mint condition for that trade.
I found that droid by accident the other day.
And you're like, it says Kang, that's good enough.
That is the exact thought process that I had. 100%.
Nice.
I was like, oh, that's a guy that we're looking for right now.
I'm glad I've been on the show long enough to understand the thought process behind everything.
Yeah, it's, we have a real complex method.
Yeah.
Just, hey, that character?
That's a good thing to theme it around this time. Let's just put a bunch of that in there. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Oh, what happened?
Cliff said, it's all good. Now that I'm freshly single, I can buy more comics. Was that a comics live show? Ruining marriages since 2023.
It's like, trust me, it's all going to be worth it. On Thursday, I'm going to get that Avengers number 8. You'll be so proud of me. Didn't get it and just turn around. She's packing her bags already. She's getting ready to leave.
No.
I'm sorry, Cliff. But let's see. What can I get rid of? Probably...
E's been up for a long while.
Yeah. I just wanted to give it its time to shine because it is a beautiful book.
That's fair. But it'll be back.
But it will be back up for Last Looks. For those who don't know about Last Looks, at the end of the show, we go through our little box over here that has everything that we didn't sell throughout the night. We go through and put them all up one last time, give you all another chance to either buy them outright if you thought you missed out the first time, or put in an offer, see if I'll take it that last couple minutes. But going on, E now to replace that Tales to Astonish is going to be Invincible number 83. This is in near mint condition for $8. No Invincible on this cover, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I love this little use of perspective here for this one. It's great. Near mint condition for $8 going on E.
That's cool looking, yeah.
Oh. I have I had a burp, but it's like stuck in my throat. It's awful.
Yeah, that's
it's stuck there. I can feel it in my throat.
Cliff says he'll claim D. I'll tell her that was it. So Cliff's picking up that Avengers.
Okay.
D.
I mean,
he did say that she still loves him.
Oh, okay. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. And getting an Avengers number 8, but ooh, sorry, maybe that was too soon to start burning you on that one. But going on D now to replace that Avengers is going to be Iron Man number 205. Very fine condition for $8. I think I ran one of these on Tuesday, and I made note of this. This is the most handsome MODOK has ever been drawn. He's still not the greatest looking, but it's definitely the most handsome we've ever seen him. But that is going to go up here on D for $8. Very fine condition on that Iron Man.
I think we've got one more slab left.
Yeah, we still got one more slab, and then once again, we're going to be running that Tales to Astonish on Last Looks at the end of the show. So if you still are thinking about that Tales to Astonish, meaning like, hey, maybe I can put an offer later, you can during Last Looks at the end of the show. We'll put it right back up here. But going on G to replace that Action Comics, let's do Daredevil number 267. This is in fine to very fine condition for $5. This is an absolutely gorgeous cover. You got John Romita Jr. doing that with Ann Nocenti. That is going on G. Once again, fine to very fine condition for $5 on G on that Daredevil. I feel like I gotta replace that Strange Tales on F. Even though it's absolutely gorgeous. But
any new Teen Titans? Brian's specifically asking for number 2, but like we said earlier, just make sure you message us if you're looking for a particular single issue.
Yeah.
You're probably better off finding it that way. Smiley says, don't worry, Cliff, I'm married, but sleep on the couch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Will says the MODOK on that Iron Man cover is actually his animated corpse.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Still the most handsome he's ever been drawn, even dead, apparently. Let's see if I got any modern stuff in here for y'all.
Dark Horse, Star Wars as well.
Alright, I think I might have some of that in this box down here. I'll take a double check on here in a second.
I definitely was struggling to say Star Wars though. I almost said SpongeBob.
You know what? If someone wants some SpongeBob, I know there's some SpongeBob down there too, so.
Hey.
Alright, I'm just gonna grab this. I'm gonna come over here with it, and I'm gonna replace. Oh, I don't have to replace anything. F is open. On F, I'm gonna be placing Ant-Man #1. This is from, I believe this is. I can't remember which one this is. And of course, there's no credit on the front here. Give me 1 second. I want to give the writer credit because I actually love this series. Nick Spencer writing on this run. This is the Nick Spencer run of Ant-Man #1. This is the Scotty Young variant, near mint condition for $15. Absolutely love this one. It's so great. That is going down there on F. Also, if you haven't read that Nick Spencer Ant-Man run, it's absolutely phenomenal. It's where they get the idea for the second Ant-Man movie to have him own his own security company. So Scott Lang, Ant-Man, starts a security company in Miami, I believe. The whole premise of it is that it's a security company meant to fend against super criminals. So he himself is a bandit who has superpowers, and then also hires Grizzly as his muscle testing, I guess. But it's a really fun series. I highly recommend it. Let me look for those Dark Horse Star Wars since everything's been fairly refreshed up there for right now.
Oh, the Founder's gonna take Terrible on A, the Captain Marvel.
Nice.
Terrible 5.
I mean, Alan, just saying, you already got one of our goofy off-brand books. We have this one. It's just The Avenger. It's not even The Avengers. It's just The Avenger. This guy himself is a one-man team down there on I. But going on A, fulfilling that request we just got, this is going to be Star Wars, Darth Vader, and the Lost Command, #1 from Dark Horse. This is in near mint condition for $15. Absolutely gorgeous cover here. I absolutely love this with the all blue shading going
really
on.
Nice.
It is so nice. But that is going up here on A.
The condition on H.
The condition on that book on H, that is going to be in very good to fine condition. I don't think there was any condition notes for that one. There was not. Let me see if I can give you some better ideas. Yeah, very good to fine condition.
Corey is picking up the Star Wars on A while you're looking at that.
I mean, the major thing I can see on the front is going to be a lot of spine ticking. They have this corner here that's been torn a bit. Let's see if there's anything going on in the back for you real quick. There's some dents on the back and one crease that's going down the center, but other than that, it's in pretty good condition. But yeah, very good to fine condition as the actual, grading. But that is going to go back down there on H. Replacing that Star Wars on A is going to be, because I got to keep trying. This is Howard the Duck #1. This is from the Max Comics run. So this is when Steve Gerber went full on explicit with the Howard the Duck title. Very fine plus condition for $6. And yes, I know that's not Howard the Duck on the cover, but it is a Howard the Duck book going on A.
We might have some more Star Wars.
Yeah, I was just putting up that Howard so I can give myself enough time to come over here and look for some more Star Wars. And I know I think a Star Wars we previewed as well tonight.
Oh, yeah.
That I have to get to as well. So, hey, I think I should just go ahead and do that one. Instead of wasting all this time looking for new ones down there. Make it easy on myself. Hey. Nothing we like more in Ultimate Comics than making our job easier. Probably the trade here, I think, at this point. It's either the trade or the Batman, Brave and the Bold. I think.
Trade,
Yeah.
Lou's picking up Howard the Duck on A.
Sweet, someone with class. Going on A to replace Howard is going to be that big Dark Horse Star Wars book tonight. This is Star Wars Legacy #1, near mint condition for $85 on A. I got a laundry list of first appearances here. I mean, look how long that list is, but I'm going to rapid fire go through them for you. So, in this issue of Legends, Star Wars Legends #1, Legacy #1. You're going to have first appearance of Darth Krayt, first appearance of Darth Nil, first appearance of Darth Maladi, first appearance of the third Darth Warlick. You got the first full appearance of Cade Skywalker and Shadow Val. First appearance of Wolf Seiza, first appearance of Moff Morlish Veed, and second cover appearance of Darth Talon. That is the one character out of that list I actually know to heart, which is her, right there front and center. That is Darth Talon. Everyone else on that list, I've heard of them through like the Legends material. Not as well versed with them as Darth Talon. Because it was like, for a while, they were just putting Darth Talon on everything. Including, they were making, before Marvel, or not Marvel, I keep saying Marvel when I talk about this, but when Disney bought the Lucasfilm licensing, they canceled a couple video games that were in the works. One was Star Wars 1313, which was a Boba Fett origin story set on Coruscant, in like the lowest levels where all like the grimiest stuff happens. And then the other one they canceled was a Darth Maul video game where Darth Talon was going to make her like first appearance outside book and comics.
Brian News picking up that Star Wars on A on layaway.
Sweet.
But again, just as a reminder, make sure that you are claiming things and making offers with both the letter as well as some qualifier of what is on that space.
Yeah.
Robert Carante is confirming it was a Darth Maul game. Any adventures into fear?
I'll keep an eye out. You know, I always love to run my horror books.
Occasionally we come across some treasuries. They don't make it onto the show too often. George, are there any particular treasuries that you are looking for? Let us know. Feel free to message us. We can see what we got.
No, I've run a couple in a row pretty recently, but I mean, you all seem to be enjoying them, so I'll run at least one more, see how y'all are feeling. I'm going to do this one on C, so I don't confuse our past Star Wars book. This is going to be Star Wars Blood Ties #3. This is in very fine to near mint condition for $20. Got this great cover here where it says Boba Fett is never unarmed. I mean, we've seen him unarmed now at this point in the Boba Fett show when he comes out of the Sarlacc pit and he has literally nothing. But hey, you know, he still uses a stick to beat up guys though. So I guess he is really never unarmed. But that is up there on C. On A, let's do, to mix it up so we're not just doing only Star Wars stuff, let's do, on A, we're going to do Strange Adventures #74. This is in fair to good condition. Personally, I'd probably put it more on the fair side. You got some missing pieces, obviously, with tears and stuff on the cover. You have tears and creases. There is some tape along the spine. The coupon is cut, but it doesn't affect the story. And there is some staining on it. Let me see if I can find any on the cover here. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit on like the bottom corner there. But that is going to go up here on A. Once again, Strange Adventures #74 for $5. Fair to good condition right there.
Would you see for 15? You at 20 for Captain?
Yes, I will do that one for 15. I actually got a second copy of that as well. This one's in slightly lower grade. This one's going to be in fine to very fine condition, starting at $15 now on C. And now I could probably do the Brave and the Bold on H.
What issue of Strange Adventures is that again?
That is Strange Adventures #74.
Someone's asking who does the art.
Oh, that is
Oh, you got it?
I think I do. Let me do it. Yes, that is Infantino doing the interior art for that one. On H, let's do the Amazing Spider-Man annual number 24. This is a near mint condition. I like the little joke on here. Ant-Man and Spidey team up in this issue, and the little bubble next to Spidey says, "Oh no, Spidey's been reduced to this."
I love that.
That's a great little pun there. I know Daniel loves his puns. That is going to go down there on H, once again, in near mint condition for $10 on that annual number 24 for Spidey.
Also, so little traction on all of my puns.
I know.
Posts.
Yeah, guys, come on. We told you last week. You got to go on Daniel's preview post and comment specific compliments about his pun work in the preview post.
We did have some, I will say that. Aaron, Willie T both were putting in gifts of Ralph with his Valentine's Day card for the Choo Choo Choos.
Nice.
Robert, I had you coming in second for Legacy. Brian New was first on our feed. What was the other thing I was going to say? I lost my place. Seth is picking up Ant-Man on F.
Oh, sweet. That gives me a chance to run another one of our previewed books of the night. This one is going to be going on F. This is The Incredible Hulk, number 156. This copy is in very fine plus condition for $100. Got a Herb Trimp cover there. And this is your first appearance of Krylar, who is being portrayed by Bill Murray in Quantum Mania. That is going to go down here on F, once again, in very fine plus condition for $100. First appearance, Krylar.
Yeah, that's the Bill Murray's character that you guys were asking about earlier. That's his first appearance.
Yeah, and we have that very fine plus condition one. I do have a couple lower grades as well, if you are interested in maybe a lower grade for a lower price point. So let us know. But we do have that very fine plus condition up on the actual board right now. And I know they were probably asking for a specific issue earlier, but hey, might as well throw a dog a bone. Let's see, I can probably get rid of this Daredevil on G at this point. And I'm going to replace that with Hulk number 26. This is from the Jeff Parker run, so this is going to be part of the Red Hulk storyline. Near mint condition for $8 here. Ed McGuinness cover of Thor, just beating the crap out of Red Hulk. And plus, got a little letterbox with Thor from Earth's Mightiest Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers, the animated series that came out in like mid-2000s on Disney Channel, which was the bomb. Great adaptation of Secret Invasion, surprisingly in that.
Man, I didn't know until recently that, what is I forget the name of it right now, the current, like, Spider-Man Kids cartoon?
I think it's just called Spider-Man.
But, like, Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy does all the songs.
Yeah.
And I was like, what in the what?
Yeah, no, I've heard the music's great. I've heard not so great things about most everything else about it.
I've been in the room when it's on, but I haven't actually, like, checked it out yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw, like, a TikTok where they were like, oh, Patrick Stump does all of this. And I was like, no way. What?
Yeah, no, the music's great. The rest of it, not as much. I mean, I haven't watched all of it. Obviously, I only watched, like, the first couple episodes, because I always want to give any Marvel show, like, animated show, a chance, just because I have nostalgia for the really, really good ones.
Henry's picking up the Hulk on G.
Sweet.
David Fitz talking about the Thor show that you mentioned before.
Oh, the Avengers show? Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, he was saying, love that show, a great rewatch.
Oh, yeah, and, like, the first, like, story arc where they, like, you know, gather the Avengers and actually get them all together, they face off against, I think his name's Graviton. Like, he's a gravity manipulating villain, and it's, like, genuinely, like, a really good use of, like, a very unknown villain to kind of put the stakes up to get the team together, because, I mean, manipulating gravity is such a weird out there ability to start with, but really cool. Going on, let's do Heroes versus Hitler #1. This is a near mint condition for $10. It says they're back. Apparently they came back. You got Roy Thomas and Bill Shelley working on this. It features characters called the Eye, Alter, and Captain Ego, the Human Cat, Eclipse, Lady Scorpion, and guest starring Dr. Weird down there at the bottom. But once again, that is a near mint condition for $10 for Heroes versus Hitler on G.
The founder jumped back in, said, I'm excited to do next Tuesday's live show, and then he followed that up with, I'm going to be so sleepy after 8:15.
Oh, that's why, that's the key, Alan. It's the key, is you need energy drinks. You need caffeine.
The Avengers 8 did.
And sorry, I also spoiled your announcement. I already announced that at the beginning of the show that you're going to be on Tuesday.
I wasn't going to throw you under the bus, so just let it be known that Zach did that to me.
Yeah, I did it unprompted. That was all me. I ruined your big show. I spoiled your fun.
But yeah, that Avengers 8 has already been up and sold.
Yes, we did already put up and sell that Avengers number 8. We do have one more slab coming up later in the show here, and we also still have that slab for Tales to Astonish number 49 that will be coming back up during last looks at the end of the show.
E and B.
E and B.
Go, and then yeah, D shortly thereafter there.
Yeah, let me do E and B. I'm gonna get one of our many Ant-Man books over here. I know there's gonna be a bit of lag, so I'm not gonna get everyone's response. What are we feeling for a new Ant-Man book on the table? Do we want modern Ant-Man, or do we want some classic Ant-Man? Let me know. But in the meantime, while I wait for a response on that, I'm gonna fill up the B slot with. I love this cover; it's great. Mighty Thor number 394. This is in fine to very fine condition for $8. Got this great close-up of Thor swinging his hammer. It's a very simple cover, but I think it's executed really, really well. But that is going to go up here on B. Any responses yet on whether modern or classic Ant-Man from the box over here?
Well, Robert says nobody wants modern.
We just sold that Scotty Young. You're wrong.
There's good modern.
There's good modern.
What was on E? That was like 10 seconds ago. My short-term memory has already kicked in. It was Invincible number 83, I think?
Yes, I believe so.
As long as this classic Ant.
Alrighty. I think I kind of got the consensus from the first comment, so I already grabbed it. But thank you for reaffirming me. Yes, that was 83 of Invincible for $8. But since I gotta fulfill y'all's request for the classics, let's do Tales to Astonish. This is issue number 54. This is in good plus condition for $30. This has a great Kirby cover with Lee scripting on the inside. I love this. He's just hiding around the corner from El Toro. Which, I mean, I guess if you're facing off against the guy whose whole deal is that he's a matador bull, wearing an entirely red costume might not be the best decision. But hey, you never know in the life of the Ant-Man, or I guess Giant Man at this point.
I love that like position he's in. He's like, no one will see me here. Yeah, exactly.
But let's see, is that classic enough Ant-Man for you?
D and then probably H.
Yeah, take down that Iron Man on D. and I'm going to replace it with some modern Ant-Man. Screw you. Going up on D is going to be Ant-Man the Wasp #1. This is the variant edition promoing for Ant-Man and the Wasp, the movie, with near mint condition, $10, with the tiniest little renders of the both of them on that front cover there. Going on D.
God, you've disappointed Aaron. He said it's not Ant-Man technically.
I know. I know. If it makes you feel any better, he still has ant antennas on his head. Also, let's just say it's Ant-Man.
Hey,
okay?
There we go.
It's still in there. It's still in there. You just added GI at the beginning. You can imagine it's the new division of G.I. Joe, G.I. Ant-Man. But let's replace this Spidey on H. And I'm going to go ahead and replace that with a Marvel 2-in-1, issue number 25. The Thing teaming up with Iron Fist. Very fine minus condition for $8. The Thing and Iron Fist facing off against some foes on a rope. Just on a suspended rope, which I am very worried about how long the Thing can stand on just a regular rope without any extra support. But that is going to go down here on H.
What is the issue number for Strange Adventures on A again?
That is going to be Strange Adventures number 74 on A. Let me see. I'm going to go down on the underside here. I'm going to get risky with things.
Going down below.
Ooh. I'm going to do this one because I like big monsters. What can I take down? Probably I. Probably the Avenger.
Yeah.
Come on, Founder. Come on, Alan. That's right up your alley. Going on I to replace that, the Avenger, is going to be Tales of Suspense number 21. This is in fair to good condition for $45. Absolutely phenomenal classic Kirby monster cover here with Clag. I will let you know some of the condition stuff since obviously it's low grade. You're going to have the coupon cut in this one. This one does affect the story. It does cut out a panel. There is some taping along the spine. There are some missing pieces, some staining, creasing, and there's some ink loss here in the front cover. You can see a little bit of that going on. That is going to go down here on I. Once again, if you want an early Tales of Suspense, I mean, issue 21 of Tales of Suspense, fair to good condition for $45 down there on I.
Kevin's picking up the Strange Adventures on A.
Sweet. I'm going to replace that with a... Let's do this. We're going to be doing Mystery in Space, number 66. This copy is in good condition for $20. I will let you know there is a spine split going on. The cover is detached, and there is some tearing and creasing going on there. But this issue is from 1961, containing Infantino art, and is going to have your first appearance of the Star Rovers. That is going to go up here on A.
In space.
In space. I got so many sticky notes up here I need to get rid of.
To make space.
To make space. Oh, goodness. All right. Got all my sticky notes off. Let's see. What can I replace? Probably this Star Wars here on C at this point. Let's get rid of that.
Brian, I just messaged you. Maybe get a chance.
Huh?
He was asking about his the lightweight book he claimed.
I thought you said someone messaged me, and I was like, who messaged me?
Zach, you're missing things.
I got my phone on mute. If it's even alive still. It is 22%.
I'll never make it home.
If I got another text, it would die. I'm just like, I keep falling asleep before I plug it in, so like the past few nights it's just been dying overnight. So I'm just like, in the matter of like 4 days of forgetting, I've just completely destroyed my battery. But anyway, enough about me. On C, we're going to be placing Chillers featuring Spider-Man. This is in near mint condition for $15. This is the saga of the the saga of the alien costume. It is an illustrated chapter book which includes the poster still. It has that little ad down that says free poster. The poster is still inside of it here up on C.
Would you do H for 5? Give it an 8 for Emilio.
I'll do that for 5. Replacing that on H, let's do... What do we got out? There we got one of those. So let's do Amazing Spider-Man number 215. This is in very fine condition for $10. You got Spider-Man and Namor taking on the Frightful Four, and it looks like it's not going too well since they're surrounded by Kirby Crackle there. But that is going to go down here on H. Once again, $10, very fine condition.
I didn't realize it was already past 9 o'clock.
Yeah, no, it's been going quick. We got
about 30 minutes till that last look.
Yeah, so I got a decent amount of Ant-Man stuff to get through still. So, even though it's probably not the thing that's been up here the longest, I think you might have at least proven for this book that some people don't like some of the modern Ant-Man and Wasp, but hey, I got some other modern Ant-Man and Wasp to get through. I'm going to put that up. First things first, I'm going to be putting up the True Believers reprinting for the
I was looking for that earlier. That's one of the things I was digging next to you for.
Yeah, so this is the True Believers version of that Marvel feature. I think it was number 6 or something like that. We had it up earlier. You recognize the cover. It's the one with the nail being used as a weapon to go through someone's shoe up here on D. So if you just want to reprint to read through that classic storyline, this is going to be a great option for only $4 up here on D.
Would you be for 5? Give it an 8?
I'll do that for 5. Replacing that on B. We had one up here earlier, but I didn't see the second one, so I'm going to put this one up now. This is Marvel Feature number 9. This is in good condition for $4. This has some staining. The staples are rusted on this one as well, and I mean, you can see it's a pretty beat copy. But I mean, once again, getting a classic story there for $4. I mean, this one's also original as opposed to a reprint, but that is up there on B for $4 in good condition.
It is Marvel Feature number 4 for the True Believers on D?
Yes, so Marvel Believers is a reprint of Marvel Feature number 4 on this True Believers on D.
What is on C?
On C, that is Marvel's Spider-Man Chillers number 1. It is a illustrated chapter book about the saga of the alien costume, or the symbiote saga. For near mint condition, $15, and it has a little ad on the bottom here for a poster included. The poster is still inside this book as well.
Get ready for the summer of symbiotes or symbiotes.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I can't wait for another symbiote event. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Really simple.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I do like symbiotes. I like them a lot. However, I'm still very salty that we got the Venom Space Knight retcon of symbiote origins just to then instantly go into the King of Black and do another retcon of their origin story. Especially because I liked the Venom Space Knight retcon where it was symbiotes aren't evil creatures. They just got corrupted by their hosts. They're actually sent out to be protectors of the universe that are based off genetic code, and then they also played off that in the Venom the End storyline, if you haven't read that. But, yeah, I think I'm just still bitter from them going from one retcon about symbiotes to another retcon about symbiotes.
Robert says you're telling the truth.
I always speak the true. I'm going to replace this Hulk on F with... Let's do... What time is it?
It is
9:20ish?
Yeah, just about.
I think it's time for our last slab. Not to say it's our last good book, because we still got some other Ant-Man books to get through over there. But I think I'm going to put up our last slab of the night. Let's replace... Alright, got an F open. On F, we're replacing Avengers 181. We had one of these up here earlier. This is in 9.6 condition with white pages. Also got the George Perez stamp on that top thing there. Border, header, whatever you want to call it. But 9.6 condition, Avengers 181. First appearance of Scott Lang as well as a new Avengers lineup. $200 down there on F.
Have you read any of the Donny Cates Hulk?
The most recent stuff?
Yeah, the one he's doing right now.
I'm a bit behind. I read everything. I finished, the last storyline I finished was the Banner of War storyline, which I really enjoyed. If you haven't been reading either the current Hulk or the current Thor run, I highly recommend just reading Banner of War by itself. It gives you a quick recap at the beginning of what both of those storylines are currently at. So you really don't, if you just want to read that storyline, you don't have to read everything before that. But it is just a great, I almost equate it to a WWE SummerSlam storyline for Marvel Comics. I mean, at one point, Hulk gains the ability to hold Mjolnir, and at the same time, Thor gets exposed to a god amount of gamma radiation and becomes hulked out. So it's a worthy Hulk versus a hulked out Thor. It is crazy. It is a great story. And once again, if you're just looking for a fun SummerSlam or Royal Rumble or just any, all those big WWE events in comic form, that's where you want to go. It's just a huge matchup.
Joseph's picking up that Avengers on layaway.
Sweet.
Yeah, Donny Cates is a really good writer for just let's slam your action figures together and see what happens.
Oh yeah, I mean, this isn't really a spoiler because I already spoiled that they basically swap power sets. But the first punch that they throw at each other after Thor gets hulked out and Hulk gains Mjolnir, they punch each other's fists, and the planet they're on explodes. The entire thing just disintegrates. So once again, it's just... if you just want an all-out fun battle between them that just doesn't hold anything back, that's great. But let me see. On F to replace that slab, let's do Marvel Feature. This is number 8 in good condition for $4. There is some staining on this one in the top, as well as, I can show you the staining as well as the other major thing with this. There is obviously this major creasing fold here, but yeah, the staining kind of goes around here. You can see how it kind of affects the creasing as well. That is going to go here on F. Good condition for $4.
We were talking about the crossover between Hulk and Donny Cates' Hulk.
Yeah, the Banner of War storyline. It's great. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So it's Banner of War Alpha, and then Thor 25 and 26, and Hulk 7 and 8 from the current Donny Cates runs.
Yeah. And I think it's out in graphic novel form too now. So, and once again, it gives you a nice little recap to get you caught up to that point in time, so you don't need to go back and read the previous issues of both of those runs to understand what's going on there. But yeah, if you can find that trade, it's really fun. Just a quick, nice 5-issue storyline. Just so much fun. But let's see. What else can I replace up here?
G's been up for a while.
Yeah, G or E, I think, after that.
What I was about to say, yeah.
On G, replacing Heroes versus Hitler, is going to be Tales to Astonish number 58. This is in good plus condition for $20. You got a... I'm trying to see if I can find his initials on here. Yeah, you got a great Jack Kirby cover there with Stan Lee and Dick Ayers doing the scripting and interior art for that one. That is going to go down here on G.
You can always message us too if you're interested in that trade. We can see if we have it in one of our stores.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so much fun. Just a nice, quick battle. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a real good time.
It's just fun. Like, it's just one of those books where you just sit back and you just watch two people throw punches at each other. Like, I know we all enjoy a nice, really well thought out story, but sometimes you just want to sit down with the Bud Light of superhero stories, and that's a Banner of War. That's a Bud Light story, but it's so really good. If you don't like Bud Light, I feel like I probably should say that. But next up, we got Silver Surfer Homecoming. This is the big size Marvel comic. This is almost a graphic novel. But it is $35. You got Jim Starlin on scripts, Bill Reinhold on interiors. But absolutely gorgeous cover there for this big book. Going down here on E, once again, $35. Doesn't have a grade on here, but if I were to give it a quick eyeballing grade, I'd probably say very fine to near mint. Just eyeballing it right here, right now. Very fine to near mint on that. And our stack is gone. I gotta get y'all more books.
Probably I and B next.
Yeah. Grab those. Grab this. That. These back. You will grab another Howard. Grabbing that. I'll grab that. Alright. Got you all a little stack to get us through the next few minutes. Probably that Mystery in Space on A, I think, at this point. I feel like that's probably been up here the longest.
I first.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely up there.
Yeah. So I'll take down the Tales of Suspense.
Ant-Man on G?
On G, that is going to be... yes, that is Tales to Astonish number... Number is, of course, underneath the sticky note. That is going to be Tales to Astonish number 58. And I mean, if you want to be real nitpicky about it, it's Giant Man. But, yes, it's Hank Pym, so it's also Ant-Man. They're pretty much interchangeable identities.
Brock's picking up the Silver Surfer on E.
Sweet.
Do we have any more Tales of Suspense?
I think I saw one more down in my box over here, so I'll go take a look in that after I fill up this board and do some refreshing on it. First things first, I'm going to be doing Sergeant Fury and His Howling Commandos, number 18. This is in good plus condition for $8. This one is, of course, done by Kirby with Stan Lee scripts. Once again, just gorgeous cover there with Fury fighting Nazi under the water there. Going on E. On I, I'm going to be placing... On I, let's do... From the Mark Waid run, this is going to be Avengers, all new, all different Avengers, number 9. This is in near mint condition for $10, and I believe this is going to be your first appearance of this new Wasp costume for Hope Van Dyne.
I believe so, yeah.
It's not going to be her first appearance, but it's the first appearance of this new Wasp costume for her going on. going to replace this D.
Yeah, first cover and second appearance of the Wasp, Nadia Pym.
Okay.
Her first appearance is with Free Comic. Okay.
So, second appearance, first cover appearance for that version of the Wasp. Going on D, let's do one of our big ones that we still got. This is going to be Avengers number 129. This is in very fine minus condition for $85. We'll let you know that the centerfold is attached to the top staple, but this is also going to have your first appearance of Amenhotep. Amenhotep, I think is how you pronounce that. But $85, very fine minus condition up here on D for that Avengers 129. Give y'all some more refreshing on this before I go check for that Tales of Suspense. I'm going to take down that ASM on H. I'm going to replace that with a Flash number 162. This is in good to very good condition for $10. I love this one. It is a couple cops trying to force the Flash into like a carnival house of horrors because he's too afraid to go inside after dealing with all this other superhero stuff. He's too afraid to go in the haunted house. But that is going to go on here on H for haunted house. Trying to replace a couple more books for you before I look for that.
Also, I is that Alex Ross cover. If you
Yes.
need any Alex Ross in preparation of his CGC signing.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Any signed books?
We're going to replace this mystery in space.
I think I can do one.
Yeah, we might have one hiding in here. But for right now, on A, I feel like I got to do this one. And we're going to be doing Marvel Action Ant-Man number 1. This is in near mint condition for $5. Going up here on A.
I didn't write it on the sticky note, but 2 Pete.
Oh, nice.
It is personalized.
It is personalized. So, probably take down this Chillers, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then B next.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and take down B at the same time then.
We already have one anyway.
Yeah, we already ran one earlier tonight. Y'all don't need to see it that much. Going on B now, filling out that request for some signed stuff. We have a Daredevil number 20. This is in very fine minus condition for $55. It is signed by Gene Colan, who is the artist on this book. I will let you know it is personalized. It says to Pete on there.
Straighten out just a tad. There you go.
There you go. It says to Pete, so it is personalized. But this is going to be your first Gene Colan book on the title. And you also have a story done by Stan Lee in this one. Once again, very fine minus condition, $55 up here on B, signed by Gene Colan. And then on C, I had to bring him back. Howard the Duck, number 4, fine plus condition for $5. You got Howard the Duck taking on a villain who's dressed up like Ebenezer Scrooge, ready to hit the sack. Going there on C. See how quick I was to find that Tails?
Hey.
See? I got it. I know what I'm doing. I know these books. Sometimes.
We can do things.
Exactly. And that's the Ultimate Comics motto. F. I think F's been up here the longest officially now.
I think so.
Alright. Taking down that book on F. And I'm going to replace it with that Tales of Suspense request we got. This is going to be Tales of Suspense number 34. This is in good plus condition. There is some spine rolling and then creasing. And then apparently there is a name written on the cover. It's really small. It's right by this red arrow. I don't know how well they can see that.
It's like really tiny.
Yeah, someone really tiny wrote their name on there. But once again, Tales of Suspense number 34, good plus condition for $50. You also got both Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko working on art for this one. So that is going to go down here on F. Yes.
Got about 10 minutes until last looks.
Alrighty. I'm just grabbing a couple more books to go alongside the few books we had left for the preview stuff. Yes. Alright. Put this over here, and what? Probably either A or I at this point. Or maybe it's some other stuff. G? G's been up there a bit.
Yeah, I think G, actually. Okay. That works.
Place that Tales to Astonish on G with a... Let's do it this one. This is going to be the all-new, all-different Avengers number 9. So this is the variant of this one right here. This is the 1 in 50 Alex Ross design variant. Near mint condition for $60. Take the sticky note so you can get a good look at all of it right there. Absolutely gorgeous design cover. Once again, $60. Near mint condition down here on G. And now probably I or A. I want to do I first.
Yeah, especially since G's the variant.
Yeah. Yeah. Replacing that on I is going to be... This is one I got really excited for, seeing back there. This is Doom Patrol number 124. This is in fine minus condition for $5. And it's... This one's great. It is the Chief holding the members of the Doom Patrol at gunpoint and saying, I know one of you is the imposter, and I will shoot to kill. I mean, it seems just like a pretty intense game of Among Us to me, but whatever. That's awesome. Been going here in I. I love that cover. It's great. I love classic Doom Patrol.
I need to read more.
Oh, it's great.
I'm still kicking myself because there was one time back before I really knew much about Doom Patrol where I found like 2 or 3 volumes of the Grant Morrison at a used bookstore, and I was like, I don't need this. And now I'm like, I hate myself.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've only read a bit of the Grant Morrison stuff. I need to go and do a full read-through. Morrison?
Grant Morrison.
Grant Morrison.
Aaron's coming in first for that Doom Patrol on I.
Sweet. I knew that one had to go quick. It is so cool. Going on A to replace that Marvel Action is going to be Tales to Astonish number 55. This is in good to very good condition for $35. This is going to have a great Kirby cover here with Stan Lee doing the scripts again. And it looks like they're taking on the Human Top. The most threatening of children's toys, a top.
Hey. I've seen, Inception. There we go. I was like, my brain just stopped.
You're like, movies with tops.
I know this one.
I swear. Going on, this is going to be all new, all different Avengers number 14. This is the Civil War II tie-in. This is in very fine plus condition because it does have some rubbing along the spine here on the cover. But it's very fine plus condition for $4 down here on I. Probably
H, E, H.
I feel like I just put H up. I feel like I should probably take down either D or E first.
Yeah, do D. Bring the total down.
I think D's been up a bit, yeah. And we'll get to put it back up here during last looks. Give it a nice spot on the bottom row. Going on D now, let's do The Amazing Spider-Man number 220, or should I say, a coffin for The Amazing Spider-Man. This is in fine plus condition for $10, and it guest stars not just Moon Knight, the macabre Moon Knight. I love this cover. It's so great. I love the look of surprise from Moon Knight on this. That's going to go up here on D, $10, fine plus condition.
That's one that I saw it in the recently priced back issues at Carry one time, and I was like, I need it.
It's
great. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
Seth wants to know if you do G for 30, go to 60.
Which one? Oh, the Avengers?
Yeah.
I can do that one for 45. On E, I'm replacing Star Wars number 49. This is in fine to very fine condition for $6. And hey, look at that. It's also Star Wars number 8, The Last Jedi, according to that subtitle there. That is going to go down here on... Oh, what?
Oh, no, I just... You're good.
Yeah. But there's also covers done by Walt Simonson. It's absolutely great. And then he also does the pencils on the inside. And then this is also going to be your Death of Jedediah, who sounds like the one lone prospector in all of the Star Wars universe. Oh, already?
Star Wars in it, yeah.
Nice. He wants to see how Jedediah dies.
45 works for G.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, I was just back here forgetting how my arms work.
Oh, that's good. But yeah, he wants to see how Jedediah died in the Star Wars universe's largest TNT explosion. He was down there looking for gold. Going on E now. Let's do Dazzler number 1 from Marvel Comics. This is in fine to very fine condition for $10. I absolutely love this cover with all the little headshots on it. It's great. That is going to go down here on E. And then on G, I picked up this one just because I like the guy in both the backgrounds of these issues. This is the Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, issue 59 and issue 60. They are both in very fine minus condition. The whole set's going to cost you $10. I love this cover here with Shang-Chi leaping from a skull, like a skeleton and demon kung fu master. And then up on the back cover, you got Dr. Doom looming over this chess game that he's playing with Shang-Chi. That is going to go down here on G, those 2 issue set for $10.
G was the all-new, all-different Avengers 9. 1 in 50.
Yeah, the 1 in 50 Alex Ross design variant.
Brock is picking up Masters of Kung Fu on G.
Sweet.
Would you do Dazzler for 7? You have it at 10.
I'll do that for 7. Find something good down here for one of our last books for the night. Come back up here. I'll pull one of these that you gave me earlier. Is there any special notes for these?
I don't believe so. I could double check.
Actually, I'm gonna do this one instead. I think this one will do better as a last book for the night, or one of the last books for the night. Going on, what I got open? I got E and G open. On E, I'm gonna be doing the 100-page oversized special collector's edition of the crossover classic DC and Marvel present Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man. That's the full thing it says on the bottom there. Very fine and near mint condition for $65. Once again, this is the 100-page oversized crossover featuring Superman and Spider-Man, and this is also your first official crossover of characters from the Marvel and DC universe. On E.
What is on I?
On I, that is going to be all new, all different Avengers number 14, I believe. Yes, number 14. It's the Civil War II crossover. Very fine plus condition for $4. The reason it's very fine plus is going to be some of this, abrasion here on the spine. And then filling out our board.
I'm gonna pick up Superman versus Spider-Man.
Sweet. Grab. Get this one. Going on E now. Let's do Detective Comics number 650. Near mint condition for $5. Batman and the Robin take on a real-life dragon. And they're assisted by some sort of knight in the background there. That's going to go on E. And then on G, we are going to be doing Strange Tales 124. This is in good to very good condition for $20. I will let you know there is some creasing and tearing and some ink loss on the front there. But this does have your first mentions of Sidorak and Ragadar, who are major god-like entities in the Marvel Universe. And this book is stacked with Dick Ayers, Steve Ditko, and Stan Lee all working on it. That is going to go down here on G for $20.
Got John Penta picking up that Flash 162.
Sweet. I feel like I should probably hold off on putting any other books up since we're only a minute away from last looks time here. So I'm going to let everything up there sit for a couple more seconds before we get the last looks. And I'm going to explain last looks for those who haven't been here before for it. Last looks, I am going to go through, I'm going to take down everything that's up there right now, and I'm going to go through this entire box of books that did not sell over the course of the night, and I'm going to go through them rapid fire, putting them back up here, giving y'all one last shot to give us an offer or just buy out a book outright that you're like, man, I wish I got that earlier. I wish I got one of those Tales to Astonish earlier in the night. This is going to be your one last chance to grab it tonight, and then they're gone forever. We'll burn all these books.
B is Daredevil number 20 in very fine minus condition, signed by
Gene Colan, who is the artist, and this is also his first book working on Daredevil.
What is the ASM on D?
ASM on D. That is going to be Amazing Spider-Man 220, guest starring Moon Knight. Alrighty, let me get my little box of wonders turned around here. I'm going to cycle out this bottom row real quick so I can get all of our keys we're going to go through right up front and center.
While you're doing that, John Penta's picking up D.
Sweet. On E, I'm going to be placing back up the Avengers 129, very fine minus condition for $85. This is your first appearance of Amonotep. Once again, that's going on E. Please. On H, I'm going to be doing the Incredible Hulk issue 156. This is your first appearance of Krylar. Very fine plus condition for $100. Krylar, of course, is being played by Bill Murray in Quantumania, coming out tonight/tomorrow, depending on who you ask.
Right. Barry wants to know if you do Strange Tales on G for 10, you would at 20.
I can do that for, it's a great lineup on that book. If you can do 13 for me, it's all yours. But in the meantime, let me put up on I, I'm going to be doing Avengers number 195. This is going to be your first cameo appearance of Taskmaster. Near mint condition for $45 down there on I.
13 works for G.
13 works for G.
Would you do 38 for B? Would it 55?
If you could go up to 42 for me, it's all yours. Going on G, to replace that last book, is going to be that incredible... Actually, it's G. It's right front and center. I got to put the other slab up, or the last slab up there. This is the slabbed 5.5 of Tales to Astonish number 49. First appearance of the Giant Man costume and identity. Once again, $325, 5.5 grade on first appearance Giant Man on G for Giant Man. Hey. Let's see. I'm going to remove that Tales of Suspense off F at this point. Put that over here. And in its spot, I'm going to be placing the Incredible Hulk 135. This is in fine to very fine condition for $100, featuring Kang the Conqueror, of course. And now it's time to replace these books. I know we're still waiting on the offer, so I'm going to hold this one behind here for now.
Alan's going to pass on B.
Gotcha.
Smiley's coming back with his offer of $275 on the slab on G.
What did I counter with earlier? Was
it $290?
$290. I'm still going to counter you on that $275, but I will lower it just a tad. If you can come up $10, $285, it's all yours.
$285?
$285 is my new counter offer. Trying to meet you a little more in the middle now. It's last looks. But hey, let's get to our top row. We get into that bottom row so much loving. Next up, actually, I should probably save this one in case we sell one off the bottom row. On A, let's do Avengers number 213. This is we sold it for $6 earlier, so we can't go any lower than that. But this is gonna be the issue where Yellow Jacket / Hank Pym is kicked off the team for abusing Janet Van Dyne. $6 on A.
Smiley's passing on G.
Gotcha.
Founder is picking up Hulk on F.
Well, if anyone else wants that Tales to Astonish on G, I am willing to take the offer of, what did I say, $285. So if anyone else wants that for $285, let us know in the chat. What was the other thing you said?
The Founder is picking up Hulk on F.
Okay. Sweet. Good thing I didn't get rid of this then. Replacing that Hulk on F is going to be Kang the Conqueror, all 5 issues, 1 through 5 of the Marvel miniseries. Near mint condition for $40 for the set. This has your origin of Kang as well as your first appearance of Ravonna Renslayer as Moon Knight. Alright. Going on B now, I got Moon Knight number 21, near mint minus condition for $6. Absolutely gorgeous Sidam cover. Moon Knight taking on the Thunderbolts. On C, I got Vertigo Secret Files and Origins number 1 featuring Swamp Thing. Near mint minus condition for $8. Absolutely gorgeous cover there. And then on D, I got Hellboy in Hell, number 1, near mint condition for $20 on D. Great Mignola cover there. Take down our Avengers on A. Replacing that Avengers on A is going to be Pacific Presents The Rocketeer number 1. Very fine condition for $10. This is once again your first headlining issue for Rocketeer. And it's written by Dave Stevens, art by Steve Ditko. On B, or replacing Moon Knight on B, is going to be Marvel Zombies Returns issues 1 through 5, all in near mint condition for $40 for that whole set up here on B.
Brock wants to know if you do Kang on F for $32, give it at $40.
I'll do that for $32.
Somalia was asking Alan if I bill him. He said, "Man, they've been processing so much, I never get to see anything." But no.
Not yet.
I mean, I might as well be though. Most of my paycheck going towards picking up books anyway.
Yeah. No, I've made it a system because whenever you buy like supplies for the store and stuff, you get paid out. They just give you cash back. Why did you say it like that? Why did I say it like I was from Wisconsin there for a second? Cash back. But instead, I just have a credit tally for it. So anytime I buy supplies for the mall store, I just get store credit for it because I know I'm going to spend it on my subscription box that week anyway.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, no, it's so much easier. Also, I can't do payouts on this system at the mall, so if I did do the actual payout way, I'd have to go to our carry store and save up all my receipts. So this is just easier in every way possible
Would you
for me.
A for 5, you have it at 10.
I will do that for 5.
What is the issue number on E?
On E, give me 1 second to put these down in the box and I'll let you know. On E, that is going to be Avengers 129, very fine minus condition for $85. On... Where was I left off? I think I left off on C. On C, I got Tales of Suspense, number 74. Good condition for $10. Going on C. Replacing Hellboy in Hell on D is Justice League of America, number 211. Very fine condition for $8. Going up on D. On A, I got a Black Panther, number 3. Very fine endearment condition. Absolutely great Jack Kirby cover there for $30. Going on A. Placing our Marvel Zombie set on B is Azrael, Agent of the Bat, number 100. Very fine endearment condition for $8 there on B. Placing that cap, I feel like I just put up.
Did you just take down Tales of Suspense on
Yeah,
C?
yeah.
Did you do it for 7?
Yeah.
What issue number is that?
Number 74. Going on to C to replace that Tales of Suspense is going to be Ghost Manor, number 71 from Charlton Comics Group. Very fine minus condition for $20 there, up on C for Charlton. Don't get to do it with the publisher too much, so I'm going to take my advantage. Replacing our Justice League on D is Marvel Feature, number 5. This is in fair to good condition for $4. Got Hank Pym out of his Ant-Man costume, taking on Egghead.
Would you do A for 25? Give it at 30 for Brock.
I'll do that for 25, absolutely. Replacing that Black Panther on A is going to be the New Titans, number 86. Near-mint condition for $5. Got ripped up Nightwing taking on Deathstroke there. On B, replacing Azrael is Fantastic Four, number 85, in good plus condition for $12. Great Kirby cover here with all of the members all like mind melding, I guess, or something's going on here.
Oh, yeah.
Going on B there. Another great Kirby Lee part, or Stan Lee part of the Fantastic Four run. Replacing Ghost Manor on C is Amazing Spider-Man 201 in fine to very fine condition for $18. Once again, up on C. Going up on D to replace that Marvel Feature is Avengers 291 to 293. This is that one that had that laundry list of the not the Congress of Chang, the Council of Kang. So it has your first appearance Chairman Kang, first appearance Kang of the Other Earth, first full appearance of Kang Nebula, otherwise known as Ravonna Renslayer, first cameo appearance of Kang Cobra, first cameo appearance of Namor and Marina's children. Once again, whole set, fine to very fine near mint condition, $18. That laundry list of Kang first appearances on D. Replacing our Titans on A is going to be Avengers 161. Very fine plus condition for $15. Ant-Man taking on the whole Avengers team. And disproving that that SNL bit from so many years ago that Ant-Man's not just a character to be laughed at. Going on B, replacing that beautiful Fantastic Four is going to be Avengers number 42 in good plus condition for $12. Got Goliath right front and center there going on B.
Captain says his audio cut. What was the Charlton comics?
Oh, that was... Let's see if I can find it in here. That was... Back out here so you can get a look. Ghost Manor number... Where did it go? Ghost Manor number 71. Very fine minus condition for $20. There's another look for you real quick. Who was I just replacing? I'm replacing the Spider-Man on C. Replacing that Spider-Man on C is Action Comics number 432 in fine plus condition for $10 up here on C. On D, and if y'all don't grab this now, I think Daniel or I might fight each other to the death for it after the show ends. This is Strange Tales number 146, good plus condition for $25. I believe this was the reveal of Clea's like backstory, or just like of her real identity, I believe, as well as I want to say it was a first appearance of someone, but I lost my sticky note.
Was it, what issue was it?
Strange Tales 146.
Oh, 6. Identity of Clea revealed. Final issue with Steve Ditko.
There we go. Final issue of Steve Ditko.
Of AIM.
And first appearance of AIM. So yes, first appearance of AIM and the last issue of Ditko on Strange Tales. So big combo there. Once again, if you don't grab it, we're going to fight to the death for it.
Off camera. I said off camera.
Yeah, off camera. That won't be on camera. That's if we open a Patreon page. We'll post that as like the bonus footage if you donate, I don't know, $10 a month threshold. I don't know how Patreon works.
Same.
Going on A to replace our Avengers is going to be Avengers. This is, however, a TP, not a single issue. This is the Avengers Unleashed Volume 1, Kang War 1. $18 near mint condition for that trade up here on A. On B, we're going to be placing Brave and the Bold, issue number 130 in very good defined condition for $10 up there on B. C, replacing Action, is Daredevil 267, fine to very fine condition for $5. John Romita Jr. cover, they're absolutely gorgeous. Going on C. Placing that Strange Tales. On D is going to be Invincible number 83. Man, so many rhyming schemes today. God. Near mint condition for $8. Going on D there. Now replacing that trade on A is Amazing Spider-Man 115 in very good defined condition for $25. Aunt May defending Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man there. On B now, we got Iron Man 205, very fine condition for $8. The beautiful, apparently resurrected corpse of MODOK there. Apparently. On C, replacing our Daredevil, is Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 24, near mint condition for $10. Spidey and Ant-Man teaming up there.
Would you do A for 18? You were at 25.
I'll do that for 18. We're replacing our Invincible on D is the Avenger number 3. This is in good condition for $45. Once again, that's going up here on D.
We countered 285 on G.
Yeah.
So let us know if that works for you, Christopher.
Yep. On A, I got Star Wars Blood Ties number 3 from Dark Horse Comics. This is in fine to very fine condition for $15 here.
We have not sold any copies of H. John wants to know if you would do it for $75. Not John Penta, different John.
Yeah, because if it was John, I would have given it for like $10. No, don't. John Penta, if you're actually there, I'm not giving it for $10. That was a joke. Still first appearance Krylar. If you can go up, I know it doesn't seem like much, but if you can go up to $78, I'd feel a lot more comfortable with that. So just $3 more, and first appearance Krylar is all yours. But going on B for right now, while we wait for a response on that, this is Ant-Man and the Wasp number 1, variant edition, near mint condition for $10, advertising the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie coming out at that time. B.
John Penta just commented LOL in all caps.
Because I knew, like, the second I said it, I knew John Penta was like, Gotta get that claim in for $10.
He'll let me do
He'll let me do it. He said he would.
78 works for John Thurber.
Gotcha. Cool. I'll put that one down there. I do have some lower grade ones I'm going to put up real quick. So this one, what was that one? That was Very Fine Plus.
Yes, sir.
This one is just Fine Plus. There is going to be some dirt on the back cover as well as some ink smear and ink lift on it. But yeah, Fine Plus condition for $70 on this copy of Hulk 156 First Appearance Krylar. But going on C now, I got Heroes vs. Hitler #1 near mint condition for $10 on C. On the D, I got Tales to Astonish #54. This is a good plus condition for $30. This is that cover that me and Daniel love, where Ant-Man's like hiding up against the wall as if no one can see him. Actually, it reminds me. I almost wonder if this is where they got the inspiration for the joke at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, the movie, where they have the suit in Giant Man form, like stand up against the building to try and hide from the FBI, while they actually got away separately.
What is on C?
On C, that is Heroes vs. Hitler #1. For $10 near mint condition. You got Roy Thomas and Bill Shelley on the team for that one. But that's just an independent book of some superhero characters taking on Hitler and his Nazis.
Smiley's back, countering your counter. You said 285. I was wondering if you could do 280 for G.
You know, we've kind of been doing this back and forth all night at this point, and I feel like if I were not to take your 280 now, I'd be dumb. So I'm going to take your 280 offer on that.
That. You saw this one, so if you do H for 70, you have it at 50.
Yeah, I'll do that one for 50. And then I got another one in Fine Plus condition here, also for $70. But hey, I just took that one for 50. So if y'all want this other Fine Plus one for $50, let us know on that First Appearance Krylar. But on A right now, I'm replacing Tales of Suspense, not Tales to Suspense, Tales of Suspense 21 in fair to good condition for $45. Great Kirby monster cover there, going on A.
Smile says you are not dumb, but wise beyond your years.
I don't believe you.
Skeptical Zach.
Skeptical Zach. Skeptical Zach is only skeptical when you're nice to him. He doesn't believe that anyone could be nice to him. No, I'm fine, guys. Don't worry. On B, we got True Believers of Marvel feature #4. I think we said this was earlier. Near mint condition for $4 up here on B. On C, I'm going to be putting up Amazing Spider-Man 215. Very fine condition for $10. And what do I got up here? Let's see. I'm going to just fill up the bottom two slots here with a couple books. On F, I'm going to put Mystery in Space 66 in good condition for $20. That's going to go down there on F. And then...
You need to work on the self-esteem.
Yeah. That's what I've been told forever. I don't need to believe in myself. That's what I believe. Tales to Astonish, #58 in good plus condition. It's going to go on G for $20. And then... Where did I leave off up here? I brought that down. Taking this off.
You just take off an ASM on C?
Yes.
Would you do it for 7?
Yes, I will do that for 7 from 10. On C, I'm replacing Chillers from Marvel Comics. This is that illustrated chapter story about the symbiote saga. $15 near mint condition, included poster still inside. On D, replacing that Tales to Astonish is going to be Marvel feature #9. This is in good condition for $4. Going to go up here on D. on A, replacing our Tales of Suspense, is Marvel feature number 8. This is in good condition for $4. Got a little bit of staining on it around the top corner here. Replacing our True Believers on B is All New, All Different Avengers number 9, A cover, near mint condition for $10. That is your second appearance of Hope Van Dyne and your first cover appearance of Hope Van Dyne on B.
What is the Avengers on I?
Avengers on I. That is Avengers number 195 in near mint condition for $45. That is your first cameo appearance of Taskmaster, who I know was in Black Widow, so you might be like, oh, well, we're done with Taskmaster. No, Taskmaster's coming back in the Thunderbolts movie in a couple years, so we still got plenty more to do with that character in the near future. But that is what that is on I. That is the first cameo appearance of Taskmaster, near mint condition for $45. I just put that up, so I'm going to take down the chillers. On C now, I'm going to be placing Marvel Action Classics Ant-Man number 1, near mint condition for $5 on C. And last book of Last Looks, going up on D, replacing our Marvel feature, is going to be Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, number 18, in good plus condition for $8, with Stan Lee doing the scripts and Jack Kirby doing the art and cover for that one. Put this big old stack of books in my box here so they don't get damaged. Well, I give y'all one last second to look through all of our stuff up there, see if you want to put any offers in. And if you're interested in that first, if you're interested in our first appearance, Taskmaster, the Avengers 129, or the Incredible Hulk 156, I do have a couple lower grade copies back here. So if you're just looking for maybe a lower grade copy than what we got up front, let us know and I'll show you what we got back here for those. I'll give y'all a second to respond on that. Take my sticky notes down, get ahead and clean up after myself. Don't want to leave a mess for Alan on his big Tuesday show. Or he'll make me drive over from the mall and clean it up. Actually, I'm gonna be at the Cary store next Tuesday, so I'm making drive from Cary, which is a little bit nicer, shorter drive. Yeah. Actually, no, it's a longer drive.
Is it?
Yeah, because I go. I get 289 is the exit I take for the mall. 293 is the exit for the Cary store.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Or at least on 40. There might be a faster way to get there from the mall, but I just take 40.
I'm the least competent when it comes to
directions. I gotcha. But, alrighty, I think we've given enough time for like the lag and everything to see if anyone was curious about our lower grade copies for those keys on the bottom. Yeah. So I think it's about time to close out for the evening. I want to thank y'all again for watching this show tonight, and I want to thank y'all especially for being so supportive. The past 2 weeks I've been doing both the shows. I've been glad y'all been enjoying it. When looking at the comments, it's been great. I've been having a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys have been having a lot of fun with me up here. But once again, I'm done doing 2 days a week now, at least for a little bit. Alan's going to be here on Tuesday. I'll still be here next Thursday. So you won't miss me entirely. I'll be back next week. You just won't see my pretty face on Tuesday selling you those brand new books that come out. But once again, thank you all for watching. We always appreciate it. We always love you. And I can't wait to see you next week. But until then, I'll see you next issue, all right?
Have a good night.